nobody wants to ask. What happens when people stop believing in elections?
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
President Trump doesn't believe in elections anymore. That's obvious. He stormed off of the set of Meet the Press over the weekend. We're going to talk about that because that was visceral. Politicians don't ask that question. The media certainly doesn't ask the question. Election officials, well, they don't want to talk about it. They can't talk about it. I mean, how do they explain what's going on in California right now?
Well, this is how we've always done it, and this is not out of the ordinary, Mr. Mr. President. I came all this way to talk to you. That was
my favorite line. That was my favorite. Kirsten
to
Walker.
Wisconsin, which
I came all the way. What did the people of Wisconsin think about? My God!
I mean, I know Wisconsin.
I came all the way to Wisconsin, Mr. President.
I humbled myself. I usually live on the Upper East Side of Manhattan in a very nice apartment in New York City, and I came to the Midwest. Good God, Mr. President, please. I wonder if Kristen Welker got the bubble guts after eating some cheese curds off the street.
Like you did?
Like I did.
Like you did.
Yeah.
You know that look on her face after the president left? She was like holding on to her notes, clutching them to her chest.
Like
Holy
I looked
cow,
after I
you
ate
did.
the
I was
street curds.
That look on her face, I'm like, this, yeah. That could have been the cheese curds.
We're both full of crap at that moment.
Could have been the cheese curds. What happens when people stop believing in elections because, nobody's asking the answer to that question is terrifying. We're almost there. Wait a minute. They passed out how many ballots in Los Angeles?
As many as it takes.
Well, there's only arbitrarily. There's 4 or 5 million people in the city. They passed out like triple that amount of ballots.
Yeah, well, what is interesting, if you look at the ballot returns, I mean, they still have less than 1 million people who, voted in air quotes.
It's insane. It is already happening. A republic survives because the people agree to settle their differences at the ballot box instead of somewhere else. Well, Democrats no longer want to do that, do they? When Democrats lose, it's a national emergency. It used to be the loser accepts defeat because he believes the process was fair.
Yeah, but Machiavelli said the ends justify the means, James. And
the woman who I said was insignificant,
ramen,
ramen noodles. Ramen noodles was crying election night. She was crying, and she pretty much, she conceded quite. She came in a distant third place.
What will be interesting to see is now that they've successfully, that being the Democrats, pushed Spencer Pratt out of the way, squashed him like a bug. Right now, you have a unique situation, James. This is again going to be another vote similar to like what we saw in New York, similar to what we saw in Seattle. This ramen lady, does she have the Bernie Sanders style socialist support in Los Angeles?
Listen.
I think this could backfire on the Democrats, and they could end up with another ultra-radical far-left socialist to ruin another city.
If they already have one.
Yeah, but this one will be the woman of the people.
Oh, Spencer Pratt was the answer to all of this. He won. He came. Here's what I want to say. I had a speech with the Republican women of Arizona on Saturday. Beautiful ladies.
You know what? I'll take my Saturday over your Saturday. I mean, nothing against the fine Republican women in Arizona.
You went to the WNBA. You went to a WNBA basketball game. Don't you talk about how you put your Saturday over my Saturday.
I was with
real
game.
Women. You went and watched lesbians play basketball.
As a pregame to go into Game 3 of the Stanley Cup.
Which, I want to tell you right now, I almost blew for you. because I turned on the TV after I saw you celebrating on my Instagram page.
Well,
I went and turned it on.
I told you to keep your black ass away from my hot game.
You were up 4. I walked away. I walked back to the TV.
And that was you're the reason?
3. Yes. I am. And then I shut the TV off and I said a prayer. And then I just went away. I never turned it on till the next day.
Don't ever watch my hockey team again.
I will not until this is over. But don't you put your Saturday over my Saturday. No, lesbians. We're over here watching lesbians.
It was a $12 ticket. It was.
I don't care.
I got to admit. I'm getting, like, people were following me on Instagram. It's like, really? I'm like, look, I needed something to do to kill like 5 hours before the game. And, Vegas is kind of pricey. And let's say the ticket was not cheap. And I was trying to do things on this. But I didn't want to just sit in the hotel room. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, the Aces are playing. That would be your three-time WNBA champions. As Pablo knows, Aja Wilson is one of, if not the best player in the WNBA.
Pablo was like, who? He's shaking his head.
And
who?
So I looked, and I got a ticket for $12. And I went and I sat next to a very nice older
lesbian?
No, black couple.
Okay.
Man and woman, they were there, and we had a good old time talking trash. It was fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, hey man, you here by yourself?
You said you lonely.
And I said, yeah. And he said, well, good for you for being man enough to come to a women's basketball game. And I
desperate.
I said, yeah, well, look, man, I just needed something to do, and the ticket was $12, and it was a fun time.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
But, I mean,
I had a fantastic
I went there
time
for the WNBA. I went for the hockey game.
Yeah, okay. Okay. That's what you say now. Lesbians is cool. It's okay. Lesbians is cool.
I will go out and say it. I left like midway through the third quarter because I had to go down for the pregame festivities for the Golden Knights on the plaza. But it was great. 10,000 people in the WNBA arena. The Aces are probably the marquee franchise in the WNBA.
Well, it's not the Indiana whoever's?
Fever.
Yeah.
I've never seen. The Aces are like, they packed the arena. It was like almost sold out for a Saturday game at noon.
Okay.
Not bad. I mean,
for a Saturday at noon, I had a couple of hundred women, in the room.
So did I.
Yeah, you had lesbians.
But they were
I had Republican
they all arrived
women.
in Subarus.
I had Republican, beautiful women, just hanging just on every word, by every word. You know what I told them?
That you're never going to watch the Golden Knights again?
I told them that Extra White was at a lesbian game. I watched a bunch of I did.
Well, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong.
Anyway.
You speak the truth.
I did.
Unlike the Democrats.
What happens when people stop believing in elections? I'm going to pick this up because this is exactly what we're watching right now. People have had enough. The president has had enough. California is actively cheating. They don't give a hot damn. They don't care. Losing is not acceptable.
Well, they normalized it leading up into 2020, and now this is just expected to the point where you've got all the media, Kristen Welker and everybody else, CNN, that's coming to her defense. Trump makes baseless election claims, and they've just normalized the fact that, well, we'll just find the votes a week after the election.
We're going to talk about this because the key word here, normalized, is something we talked about last week. We're normalized. We're used to being treated like this. But yeah, there is. I don't want to hear about the polls. I don't want to hear about who's up or who's down. All of it is nonsense. It's nonsense if you don't believe in the elections. More coming up at 6:19. At some point, you stopped calling it pain and just started calling it, that's how I am now. That's not okay. And deep down, it's not okay. Now, look, I love to help you, to lead you back to the normal you. The active, carefree version that didn't think twice about stairs, playing ball, traveling, or just getting through the day comfortably. And I'm speaking from experience because QC Kinetics fixed my shoulder, my elbow, and my back. The treatments were quick, easy, and I've been pain-free for years now. I swear by it. QC Kinetics uses regenerative treatment to help people dealing with pain from arthritis or injury in the knees, shoulders, hip, and lower back without surgery or long recovery times. The science is real. The treatments are natural. Your body already knows how to heal. QC Kinetics, it gives it the right tools. No operating room, no hardware, no sitting out another summer because of pain. And don't wait. The longer inflammation sits, the more damage it can do. QC Kinetics, better starts here. Schedule your free consultation today. Clinics in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler, 602-837-PAIN.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
51 northbound dealing with a crash now right at the eastbound Loop 101 transition ramp. They're going to be off right for you. Then I-10 headed westbound near Verrado Way, a collision off right. A wreck on the 202 South Mountain Freeway eastbound near 40th Street in the right lane. And Grand Avenue closed between 59th Avenue and 67th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call. 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Brake Masters.
We're all racing to the red light, but this isn't NASCAR. Use caution. And if your vehicle needs a pit stop, just head on over to any Brake Masters stop sign. Download coupons and schedule an appointment from your smartphone.
Brake Masters.
We give you an honest break. Garrett Lewis.
Democrats hate Trump so much.
Twice impeached.
Trump and his Republican cult.
Convicted felon president.
It's become an obsession.
It's an effing disgrace.
It really is derangement syndrome.
Today at 4, 550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
Lots of places can expose you to identity theft, but that's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity, which is way more than anyone can do on their own. If they find anything suspicious, like new loans or changes in your financial accounts, they'll alert you right away, all through text, phone, email, or the LifeLock app. Get the alerts that can make all the difference. Save up to 30% off your first year with the promo code BECK. LifeLock.com, 800-LifeLock, 1-800-LifeLock, or LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK at LifeLock.com.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Do you have a history of those dreadful calcium oxalate stones? Well, Kidney Cop is here to help. Shown in laboratory testing to reduce the rate of calcium oxalate crystal growth by 99%. Yes, 99%. Don't wait. Start taking Kidney Cop Calcium Oxalate Protector today. That's Kidney Cop, C-O-P. Kidney Cop. Order today at Amazon.com, Walmart.com, or KidneyCop.com. That's Amazon, Walmart, or KidneyCop.com.
Flowers fade, cards get tossed, but a personalized song? That lasts forever. Surprise someone you love with a custom song made just for them with Joybox. Visit joybox.studio to get started on your personalized song today. Don't just say I love you. Sing it with Joybox.
Make this the year you get active and healthy. Visit the Good Feet store.
When the news overwhelms, clarity matters. NBC News looks deeper and listens wider. Clear reporting, free from opinion. NBC News, reporting for America.
The Lovebird Lowdown with Tom and Tawny.
You know, flying's overrated.
Bold statement for a bird.
Constant flapping, wind in your face. Much rather be in a Toyota.
Hey, you're right. Smooth ride, comfortable, quiet.
Just cruising along.
20 people dream of flying.
Give it a week.
Bird brains.
Right now, get 4.99% financing for 60 months on our most popular models, including Camry, Corolla, RAV4, 4Runner, and Tacoma. Or get low 2.99% financing for up to 72 months on a full-size Tundra. With great deals like these, now's the perfect time to visit your Valley Toyota dealer. Toyota. Let's go places. 4.99% with $18.87 per thousand borrowed for 60 months. 2.99% with $15.19 per thousand borrowed for 72 months. Offers end 6/30/26 and exclude TRD Pro and Trail Hunter models. See dealer for details.
At Hastings & Hastings, we've lowered our discount fee to only 29% to handle your accident case.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Fox One.
The Diamondbacks smacked a couple of homers, beat the Nationals 5-1 to avoid the sweep at Chase Field. The team signed suspended veteran outfielder Max Kepler to a one-year deal. Cardinals open mandatory minicamp today with QB Jacoby Brissett reporting after skipping the team's offseason program amid a contract dispute. And the Knicks look to go up 3-0 against the Spurs tonight in Game 3 of the NBA Finals in New York. I'm Ron Tomas.
The excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen, so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live.
Some people say soccer culture doesn't exist in the U.S., but
it is an American game.
And it goes beyond the stats.
It's your culture.
It's a connecting force.
I like watching it with my dad.
To the players and the stories.
I took an elbow to my head, which cracked my skull.
From Futuro Studios, this is American Football, a show about soccer culture in the U.S. and its underdog roots. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search American Football, and listen now.
Hey, it's Garrett Lewis. Daniel Keenan is challenging Mark Lamb in the primary. You know he's going to have some things to say. He's on the show today. I start at 4. Listen on KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. I've got a question out there. I mean, what happens when we stop believing? What happens? Well, first of all, people are going to stop voting, but it doesn't matter because the Democrats are going to continue to harvest the votes, to harvest the ballots, because they send out 3 times more ballots than there are people voting. And then they just collect them.
We have to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to vote. Democracy means equal opportunity.
It's absolutely absurd and appalling what we're watching here. And it's like you're powerless to do anything about it. The Democrats have decided that they have to undermine the republic in order to make the democracy work.
You know, with overmailing the ballots, the lack of ID required to cast the ballot, and the fact that they just welcome illegal aliens to be able to vote. I don't understand why you think there would be shenanigans in California, James.
Well, see, the thing is it's not. We know there's shenanigans in California. We know there's shenanigans all over the country. What happens when half the country looks at an election and says, I don't believe it? I just don't believe it. And then they go ahead and they're going to try to govern based off of the fraudulent election, and that's when your real trouble starts. And this is not new. This is something that Abraham Lincoln talked about in his Lyceum speech. How many years ago was that? Over 100 years ago? Wait a minute, 200 years ago he wrote about this.
Long time ago.
When people stop believing in elections, they're no longer going to respect the authority. In order for you to be able to maintain order, you're going to have to become tyrannical. The very thing that the Democrats are accusing the Republicans of being, they are doing. They're setting it up.
Well, we saw what happens. You asked what happens when half the country doesn't believe the results?
Yes.
Yeah, you get called an election denier.
No.
You get told that there was a big lie, and then you get banned on all kinds of platforms.
What I'm trying to say to you is we're going to pick it up from getting banned on all the platforms. When the Democrats get back in power, and they get back in power because of the fraud and corruption, it's not going to be as simple as banning. I mean, they're going to start arresting. They already started arresting people. Here's another thing that kills me. They started arresting people without due process on January 6th. President Trump talked about that as well. Then they tried to shut him down. Oh, you have no evidence. This is what he set up the fund for, to give people who were abused by the government redress. And bipartisan Republicans didn't like. What the hell? I mean, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And the one thing I love about Trump is he's just going to say it. Now, we were talking about this before the show. He could, if he's just going to say it, he could come with some talking points that would help get this thing across, force the media to take it seriously.
You know, as much as I love what he did when he walked out of the interview with Kristen Welker, I do think there was a missed opportunity on the president's part. I love the passion. I love the anger, and I love the slap it back in her face. One thing I wish he would do is a slightly better job articulating the specifics of the steal, right? It's one thing to come out and say, they're stealing it in California. It happened again. To the people that are paying attention, it's obvious. But most people aren't paying attention. I mean, look at the fact that we're talking about a mayor's race in Los Angeles that they were able to steal in the middle of the night with a ballot dump because less than 1 million ballots or votes, however, have been counted so far. But what I would love Trump to do is come out and go, well, the same thing happened in the 2018 AG's race with Kamala Harris. It happened to me in 2020, and now it's happening again to both Steve Hilton and Spencer Pratt. On election night and in the days immediately after, there's a significant multi-tens of thousands vote lead, and then just all of a sudden out of the blue, Miss Welker, we get votes that are statistically impossible. You're telling me that out of 80,000 votes that were counted on a random Friday afternoon, Spencer Pratt got 6 of them. And then put it back in her face and make her defend it.
Make her defend it. And then, make her explain why they're not looking into it, why they're not chronicling the absurd. And the president could just continue to list. You could talk about the AG race here in Arizona between AG Mays, now she's the attorney general, and
Abe
Hamadeh. We could talk about what was happening with Carrie Lake. Again, James, you saying it. I'm saying that every day that passed, they picked up more Democrat ballots. It's statistically impossible. How are you telling me that the person who was in third place, notice all these ballots coming into California, they're not for Basshole.
No.
They're all for the person in third place to make them second place to push the second place Pratt out.
Oh wait,
and lock it up.
It's also happening in the governor's race. Becerra had it locked up. Hilton was leading. I mean, was leading on election day, and now is in a dogfight and probably not going to finish in the top 2.
It's absurd. We're watching this, and what is happening is, that's going to motivate people to go out and beat the cheat. They're going to just overwhelm it. No, they're not. They're going to become disillusioned, and they're just going to stop paying attention. And then what happens? Once people stop believing that their vote matters, they stop participating. And once they stop participating, cynicism is going to replace citizenship. We're already there. You're cynical as hell over there, Extra White. And I
believe in the tooth fairy more than I believe in election integrity at this point. And I do think, now would be a great time with all of the attention that the president is getting over this walk-off. Put the full court press on the Senate to take up the cause of the SAVE Act. I mean, and I would ask Kristen Welker, how can you believe these election results given what you've seen, given the fact that we have no way of verifying the tens of thousands of votes that are coming in are being cast by actual citizens of the city of Los Angeles or the state of California, or that they're being said who they are because we have no procedures in place. You just want us to trust us. Right, wink, wink, nod, nod.
Here is the real danger, and I believe we're already here. Every election official in America needs to understand this. And we could talk about it, what's happening right here in Maricopa County. The goal isn't simply to conduct an honest election. The goal is to conduct an election that honest people can trust. Because in a constitutional republic, not a democracy, we live in a constitutional republic.
Actually, James, I hate to correct you, but I just checked it here. It's given what's happened in California. We now no longer live in a constitutional republic. We live in a banana republic.
A constitutional republic.
Constitutional banana.
It's changing. Confidence in the process is not a luxury. It is the whole ball game. And I would say this. I believe that the Democrats are doing it to us on purpose. They're not stupid. Is Kristen Welker stupid? Do you think she's stupid? Or do you think she's just corrupt as hell?
I think Kristen Welker is a puppet. I think the media, look, I mean, she might be book smart and all of that, but the reality is I think in most of those particularly the higher up you go, the higher profile you go within CBS, NBC, ABC, CNN, look, and even Fox, You're serving somebody's agenda.
True. You're serving somebody's agenda. So we need to look at this walk-off and kind of dissect it carefully. President Trump was popping off, and no lies were told. But again, how it's being framed up, he's the one who looks like he's a lunatic. He's the one who looks like he just...
We need to execute the 25th Amendment. He's unhinged. That's the rallying cry.
They're killing the dogs. They're eating the dogs and the cats. It was one of those kind of vibe. But they were eating the dogs and cats and swans.
And the rats. And the gerbils.
Well, you can see that in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about
They'll celebrate the Knicks victory with street rat.
Well, now people are mad the Trump's going to the Knicks game. People are like...
I'm kind of mad at him, too, because I'd like to go, but I don't have that kind of stuff. I mean, it was hard enough to ask the warden for permission to go to the Stanley Cup game.
You're not allowed to go to the NBA game. You were watching lesbians and
it was a $12 ticket. I needed to kill time. It was cheaper than buying a margarita on the strip at 12:30 in the afternoon, which is not something I would do.
Oh, we're going to talk about President Trump on Meet the Press. Did you?
Yeah, I bought a Las Vegas because I collect pins from all the different stadiums and stuff. So yeah, I can. It was my contribution to Pride Month, everybody.
Happy Pride Month.
I didn't get a rainbow one. They had those. I just got the standard one.
You got the rainbow one. We got more coming up next. Business owners know the feeling. You are juggling payroll, employees, vendors, compliance, growth, and somewhere buried in the middle of all that, insurance paperwork nobody has time to read. Policies stacked everywhere, different brokers, different logins, different answers depending on who you call. That's why more growing businesses are checking out SuperSure. If your company has more than 25 employees, SuperSure gives you one super agent who can help manage your business insurance and employee benefits year-round, not just at renewal. And this is huge. They got a fine print fax tool that translates complicated policy language into plain English so you can better understand what your coverage includes. Plus, everything lives in one place. Policies, documents, benefit information, organized and accessible when you need it. And their business value calculator can even help estimate what your business may be worth so you could take a closer look at what you are protecting. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
A 1-year-old child was taken to the hospital with suspicious injuries, according to police. Emergency crews responded to the report of an injured child at a home near 27th and Georgia Avenues. They found the infant with life-threatening injuries and took the baby to Phoenix Children's Hospital. Officials at the hospital described the injuries as suspicious in nature. A 17-year-old from Arizona has drowned while paddleboarding in Utah. Utah law enforcement says the teen fell off of his paddleboard at Bear Lake in Rich County on Saturday and became separated from his board. Officials noted he wasn't wearing a life jacket. First responders tried to resuscitate him, but they were unsuccessful. Israel says it has launched retaliatory airstrikes across large swaths of Iran, despite President Trump asking them not to. The wave of strikes came after Iran fired missiles at Israel over the weekend, which were reportedly all intercepted. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass and fellow Democrat Nithya Raman are on track to compete in a November runoff. Bass moved on to the runoff hours after polls closed June 2nd. Now, council member Raman has climbed into the second place, appearing to have knocked Republican reality TV star Spencer Pratt out of the running. And now, here's a check of your traffic.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Got a crash on the 51 northbound in the North Valley. This is going to be right near the 101 transition. Looks like they're off right. Also dealing with a crash on the 202 Santan. This is southbound near Elliott. Grand Avenue closed for you between 59th Avenue and 67th Avenue due to a serious accident in the area there. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Day and Night Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing.
Before the heat hits, get ahead of it. Right now, schedule your AC tune-up for just $79. A quick professional check from Day and Night helps your system run stronger and keeps energy bills in check. Book now at dayandnightair.com. The difference is Day and Night. Conditions apply.
America's
turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway with iHeartRadio.
Sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. Happy birthday, America. It's Kevin Rowe from Lerner and Rowe, and we're giving you a shot at even more money to discover America. Go to KFYI.com now and register to win $2,500 from Lerner and Rowe. Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Dial 977-1900.
Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
This September, coming back to Las Vegas, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
But starting Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only or while presale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more presale details. What's in your wallet?
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
Lots of places can expose you to identity theft, but that's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity, which is way more than anyone can do on their own. If they find anything suspicious, like new loans or changes in your financial accounts, they'll alert you right away, all through text, phone, email, or the LifeLock app. Get the alerts that can make all the difference. Save up to 30% off your first year with the promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. 800-LifeLock. 1-800-LifeLock or LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. For 250 years, Americans have believed in one powerful idea. We're meant to live free. We're free to work hard, free to move, free to enjoy life without being held back. But every day, I don't know about you, my body hurts, aches and pains. If they're slowing you down, it might be time to declare your independence from pain. I started taking Relief Factor years ago to get my life back, to thrive again, and I still take it every day because it works for me. Relief Factor is 100% drug-free. It's research-based formula that is designed to help your body fight inflammation, one of the root causes of pain. It's not a quick fix. It's not a temporary mask. It works from the inside out at the source. Relief Factor, created so people can get back to living life on their own terms, walking, working, exercising, enjoy the moments that matter. This year, as we celebrate 250 years of American independence, take a stand for your own freedom. To commemorate, they're offering a special patriotic price, just $17.76. Declare your independence from pain and take control. $17.76. 3-week quick start, ready for you right now. Visit ReliefFactor.com, 800-4RELIEF.
Early with inflation, the assumption is it's only about rising prices, but it's more than that. Hi, Jim Clark. First slowly, then suddenly, then the realization that paper money itself is failing. It's called the crack-up boom. That's when people become desperate to exchange their failing dollars for something of value, like gold. The crack-up boom is closer than you think. If you wait for it to hit, you've waited too long. We're Republic Monetary Exchange, the gold experts, in Phoenix on Camelback just east of 40th Street. 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
With a Harvest Right freeze dryer, it's not just about preserving fruits and vegetables. Freeze dry full meals, dairy, eggs, and meats, even ice cream and candy. And keep them fresh for years. Visit harvestright.com. That's harvestright.com.
Your home would already be paid off if you had reached out to Life Changer Loan the first time you heard these ads. Instead, you pretend to love your low rate, even though you have 25 years left of mortgage payments. Stop the insanity. Take the time to learn about a Life Changer Loan and why we have all 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. This is not magic. It's just math. So check us out at lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MD1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
550 KFYI. No algorithm, no code. Guaranteed human.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app, and you can watch us live on the 550 KFYI YouTube channel.
Wait, that's a lot of different places. You can get 2 radio stations, an app where you can listen to us across the country, like so many thousands of people do every morning, and now we're like...
And you can hit us on a talkback mic as well.
I don't like this.
You don't?
No, because now I got to shave more often.
I did
Usually
notice
I'm
you looking quite dapper. Got a little haircut too.
Well, I did get a haircut. I got a haircut before I left for my trip, and
so you go see the lesbians, so they can see
I went to the Stanley Cup Finals. Thank you very much to watch my Golden Knights. Just easily. With it, no, there was no worry. There was no doubt. We toyed with the Carolina Hurricanes. We went up 4-0, and
But there was no doubt. You were terrified.
No, there was never a doubt.
That at any point that
I was cool and composed through the whole thing.
At any point that you think, man, James must be watching this match.
No, actually, I thought I did it. I thought I was the reason why, because Mitch Marner scored a hat trick in the second period of the game. You know what that is? It's when you score 3 goals.
Yes.
And the tradition in hockey is when you score a hat trick, when a player scores, how do you throw your hat on the ice?
Okay.
Well, I was literally in the very top row behind the goal. I was up there, and I did not throw my hat because my hat cost $45.
You just
and I'll
bought
be
that
dead.
hat.
Well, no, I've had the hat for a while, but it was a $45 hat, and there was no chance, even if I, did my best, Brett Favre gunslinger and threw it as hard as I could. There was no way it was making it to the ice.
In other words, you a cheap bastard.
Right, and I did not throw my hat, and then I was like, I put an Instagram video about it, being kind because it was a 4-0 at that point.
Right, you were all boasting. That's what got me to turn on the TV set.
And then it was a few moments later that the comeback for the Hurricane is like, oh my God, did I jinx the team by not throwing my hat on the ice? But we won, and I kept my hat, so it was all good.
You pulled it out.
But my flights were, I didn't get home till almost 11:30.
Yeah, you went from the lesbian game to San Francisco. Then you
I was supposed to go directly from Vegas to Phoenix and land at like 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, but that's
Instead, you were where? Out there hanging out with Brandon over there in San Francisco.
Yeah, they rerouted. I got to spend 6 hours yesterday at the San Francisco airport. Let me tell you, there's interesting people watching. I almost went into the transgender all-inclusive bathroom.
We don't want that to happen.
I was like, oh, God.
We don't want that. Do they have those out there?
Oh, yeah. But what's funny is they got a men's and a women's, and then they had this like ambiguous triangle, and it just says all. And I'm like, that's what?
That's a bit much.
Yeah, it was.
That's a bit much.
Yeah.
We had President Trump in Wisconsin meet the press. Kristen Welker went all the way from Washington, D.C. or New York or wherever she is to get to Wisconsin to interview this man, and it just went off the rails. She was asking about the Trump Defense Fund. And I'm telling you, I'm kind of PO'd that the Republicans worked with the Democrats to get this thing killed off. Again, they could have had better talking points to describe or tell the American people what this fund is all about. But here they are with their narrative. Oh, you're funding people that attack the police. Shut up. You Democrats are defending people who attack the police every single day. Every single day. We have to defund the police. We have to destroy ICE. But when January 6ers do it, I'm doing that thing with my fingers. People who are watching us on YouTube can see that. When January 6ers do it, all of a sudden it's a problem.
$1.8 billion so-called anti-weaponization fund. It was going to compensate people who say the federal government weaponized the legal system against them. It's been blocked by the courts, met with opposition from Republicans
and Democrats
in Congress and Democrats.
Excuse me, mostly Democrats.
Mostly Democrats and some Republicans.
Very few Republicans.
Just to be very clear.
Are
you backing off the fund completely, as your acting Attorney General Todd Blanche has said, or are you looking for another avenue to revive the fund?
Let me explain what the fund is. People have been hurt so badly by radical left lunatics that worked for the Biden administration and Sleepy Joe. They're vicious, they're violent, what they did to people. And of course, they went after me more than anybody else. They raided Mar-a-Lago and all the other things. But people have been badly hurt. They've committed suicide. They've lost their jobs. They've lost their families. They've lost their wives. They've lost everything. They've lost everything over a fake weaponization of government.
He's right about this. Notice the media never talks about this. The media doesn't talk about the people, the January 6 folks who were arrested for being in the proximity, who were thrown into a gulag, no due process. They don't talk about this. Here's what's terrifying. This is what the Biden administration was doing to American citizens when they had their first big power grab. Now that elections mean nothing, and then you're going to get Democrats in before they sabotage the whole system, what is going to happen when they're back in power? You think all of this is just not going to happen? It's going to go away? Right now, they don't want you to talk about it, but they will soon. They will.
Well, that's why I'm going to all the hockey games now, because, I mean, once they get power again, I'll probably just spend the rest of my days in the gulag.
Well, I am telling you, it is amazing how close many of us got to being put in the gulag 2020 to 2024.
I mean, if they just looked at my Instagram feed, I had a meme with Bert and Ernie talking about communism, and so I'm probably going to be guillotined.
They've already thrown. Who was the woman that was the guy that was criticizing Hillary Clinton?
He posted a meme that basically mocked, and said, Democrats vote on this day. He put him in jail.
They put him in jail. So, no, this is not a joke. This is real. This is real. President Trump is trying to redress this and is being mocked by it. I tell you what, we're going to listen to some more of Kirsten Walker trying to berate the president, trying to reset the narrative. And again, this is what kills me. They'll talk under him. They'll talk over him. They'll tell him, you have no evidence. You have no proof. Who the hell does this? They never did this to Biden. They didn't even do, who talks down? They have no respect for him whatsoever.
James,
therefore, you're not going to listen to anything that he has to say. They got to change.
She traveled all the way to Wisconsin. You need to cut her some slack. She might have been jet lagged. She might have been on her period. We learned last week that women on their period, they go through struggles.
They do.
They have to work.
Yeah. They need legislation to protect them.
I mean, could you imagine being on your period and going all the way from New York?
Well, one time I had the cramps.
Wisconsin?
I did have the menstrual cramps. I did have that. So I can feel what they're, what they're going through. More coming up next. Ever since my wife had refractive lens exchange at K2 Vision, I've noticed something funny. She turned a trip to the grocery store into an eye exam. We're walking down the aisles and she's reading the ingredients, prices, nutritional labels, things she used to hold at arm's length or grab readers for. Then she looked at me, she said, I can read all of this. That's when it hit me how much her vision really has changed. No glasses, no contacts, no readers. And here's the part she really loves. After RLE, she'll never have to worry about cataracts. The procedure was quick, painless, and the results have been remarkable. The doctors at K2 Vision have performed over 150,000 lens procedures, and they know exactly when RLE is right for you. If you're tired of juggling glasses, contacts, and readers, learn more about a permanent solution. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. That's K2VisionRLE.com. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Got a crash on the 51 northbound in the North Valley. This is going to be right near the 101 transition. Looks like they're off right. Also dealing with a crash on the 202 Santan. This is southbound near Elliott. Grand Avenue closed for you in between 59th Avenue and 67th Avenue due to a serious accident in the area there. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by the University of Arizona. 100 years. 2026 marks 100 years of Bear Down, a U of A legacy shaped by determination, curiosity, and excellence, fueling Wildcats to tackle grand challenges worldwide. Online at arizona.edu/beardown.
This is from the White House. Aliens have been walking among us.
The Glenn Beck Program.
Illegal aliens.
Tonight at 7.
This is the best troll I've ever seen.
Listen to 550 KFYI anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
It's a buyer's market. Sellers are negotiating great deals. Don't miss out. LundMortgage.com/Garrett.
Are you someone that's waiting for the next housing crash? In the last 75 years since 1950, prices have only dropped 7 times. That's right, 7. Stop stalling and start building equity. The market waits for no one. For all things mortgage, call Lund Mortgage.
Sure, it's a garage, but the garage is my laboratory where I can actually go in and work and I can do whatever I want.
That's your neighbor Align talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation.
I walk over to my neighbor's house and I was like, hey, I just cannot find like a flooring company that I just feel good about. And she was like, our good neighbor, he's been in that business for a long time. Maybe you should talk to him. Of course, it's Galaxy.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is UV resistant and will not yellow. And it's not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
Just having the floors tie in with everything, it's perfect. It really is.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways in as little as 1 day. And it comes with a lifetime warranty.
If Galaxy could help me with figuring out how to organize my tools, I think the wife would be also happy.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook. We are out of this world.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Arizona lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
James T. here to tell you about an appliance that more and more homeowners in the desert are calling essential. It's the Life Source water system. If you live in Phoenix, well, you know the tap water is some of the harshest in the country and filled with chemicals like chlorine. Some people still use old-fashioned water softeners, but those systems don't filter the chemicals from your water, and they can be a hassle to maintain. That's why so many families are making the switch to Life Source. Life Source whole house water systems filter and condition the water throughout your entire home without salt. Just clean, healthier water from every tap, even your showers. And here's what really stands out. You deal directly with the factory. Life Source has been building, installing, and standing behind every system for more than 40 years right here in the USA. Right now, during the summer special, Life Source is paying your sales tax. That's up to $1,000 off a new system, but only through July 4th. Call 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Life Source. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
Hey, that was our exit. We're going to miss the first pitch.
Just got to make a stop at Fry's. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Fry's stores in the Phoenix Prescott area.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, new users can get an extra $10 bonus on their first Fry's trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Fry's store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Fry stores in the Phoenix Prescott area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code HOT5 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Fry's. That's promo code HOT5 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code HOT5.
Offers vary by user and location. $10 bonus offer for new users only. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
iHeart's Yacht Rock Radio goes commercial-free every weekend. Smooth sailing with the greatest from the 70s and 80s. Just open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and start listening now.
We're warming up through the week with highs today topping out near 105, then clear and breezy with a low of 77 tonight. 106 tomorrow and sunny with a high of 108 expected on Wednesday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Precision Air and Plumbing.
Hello, everybody. Eric Bryan, owner of Precision Air and Plumbing. If your newer AC system is already breaking down, chances are it wasn't installed or maintained properly. In the Arizona heat, small problems can become expensive fast. Call 602-FIX-MY-AC and make the Precision decision today.
Keeping you informed and up to date. Now more than ever.
I check in throughout the day so I know what's up.
550 KFYI on the free iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. You can also watch our stream on 550 KFYI on our YouTube channel.
Yep, stream, engage. We got a lively chat going on. Love to hear from you there or on the talkback on the free iHeartRadio app. You got a bajillion ways to get a hold of us.
Good morning, guys. Tom in Glendale. And the fact that the Fair Voting Act, that Save America Act, has not passed should tell you everything you need to know about the state of this country. It doesn't matter if you got a D at the end of your name or an R at the end of your name. Corruption is corruption, and we have a totally corrupt system with totally corrupt people in place, and it's going to continue until they're replaced.
You're right. You're right, and this is what I'm saying. It's corruption. We're all of this noise in California over how many people actually cast ballots.
Less than 1 million so
Less
far.
than 1 million, even though they put 9 million ballots out there. 3 times the amount needed. Nobody's questioning it. It gives them time. Oh, look at this. Oh, Brad came in second place. We don't need to harvest any ballots for Karen Bass. No. What we need to do is get Mrs. Insignificant across the finish line.
I mean, when you look at the trend lines for the voting, you see the day of voting, and then you see what has come in the mail-in ballots. I mean, Karen Bass is basically just a flat line at this point. And then Spencer Price gives a tiny little sprinkle here and there. And then apparently everybody that voted by mail voted for Rahman.
It's absurd.
You know why this is happening, don't you?
Why is this happening?
Because of the 2000 hanging Chad election. I truly believe that the Democrats are still fuming over the presidential election between Al Gore and George W. Bush and decided at that moment, never again.
Who was Al Gore's running mate back then? Was that the Brett
Lieberman?
Oh, you're Joseph Lieberman. Wow.
Yeah, because remember the bumper stickers that said "Sore Loserman"?
I think you're right. The hanging Chad controversy. That's the first time you saw Republicans get upset. They started to storm the Bastille in their khaki pants and their blue blazers and their penny loafers. Oh, I remember that.
And, it went down to the Supreme Court, and the Democrats have ever since then have been like, nope, not going to happen. We will lie. They will pull the Eddie Guerrero strategy, which I know you're not a big WWE fan, so you don't know what that means.
Yeah, I was about to say, who's that?
Eddie Guerrero was probably one of the marquee bad guys from the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era in WWE.
Pablo, you know who he's talking about?
Of course he does, because Eddie Guerrero was a very famous Hispanic wrestler.
Latino Heat, they call him, or something like that, right?
Latino Heat. Yeah. And his whole gimmick was lie, cheat, and steal to win.
So this is the Democrat policy: lie, steal, cheat to win. The Eddie, what's his name?
Eddie Guerrero.
And what did you?
Latino Heat.
Latino Heat.
Lie, cheat, and steal.
Lie, cheat, and steal is what they're doing.
He would come to the ring in a lowrider that would bounce up and down. He was great. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us.
Oh, he passed away?
He passed away, yeah.
Okay. That's sad. This Democrat Party, if they were to pass away, we would have a chance at liberty again.
I think it's going to, look, I think at some point the Supreme Court is going to have to do something.
I heard that they're supposed to step in sometime this week to talk about, the season of voting instead of the day of voting. Something's going to have to happen, but for right now, you have California that's standing out as a glaring example of what the Democrats are doing. And you're right, it started 2000 with that election.
Right after they lost, they decided, you know what, we're not going to leave it up to chance. We're not going to leave it up to the hanging Chads. We're going to win. by any means necessary.
California's election system is full of doubt and maybe fraud. That's the Hannity Morning Minute on 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
The Hannity Morning Minute is sponsored by Lund Mortgage.
Your morning espresso starts right here. It's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Now, the first assistant U.S. attorney said Friday that he is working with the DOJ to conduct a comprehensive audit of California's voter rolls. California's election system has serious structural vulnerabilities. Universal vote by mail with no voter ID requirements creates conditions where fraud can go undetected and unpunished, eroding public confidence. This is mostly a blue state problem, which tells me it's all by design. They think they will benefit. If this pattern continues, because he did win with the 50-60% that had been counted before, if this continues, who would not begin to doubt what the process is?
The Sean Hannity Show from coast to coast later today.
All right, inflation fears are back as the Treasury yields now hit their highest levels in nearly 20 years. What does that mean for your money? What does that mean for your retirement savings? What does that mean for your quality of life in retirement? Reagan famously said, inflation is as violent as a mugger, as frightening as an armed robber, as deadly as a hitman. Now, I always listen to Ronald Reagan. You should too. Learn how you can help protect your savings and hedge your money against inflation. Reach out to my great partners, and I'm a customer, over at the top-rated gold and silver company, Goldco. They will rush you a free gold and silver guide. It's a great kit filled with critical information. And then you can also see if you qualify for an extra 10% in bonus gold or silver just for getting started. I'm a customer like you. Goldco, great partner also of the show. Call them now, 855-815-GOLD, 855-815-GOLD. One more time, 855-815-GOLD.
President Trump knows Warren Peterson is a proven conservative who will save Arizona this November.
Arizona Senate President Warren Peterson. Warren, popular, Warren, very popular.
Warren Peterson has fought for secure elections, a strong border, and a safer Arizona. He's endorsed by law enforcement because as Attorney General, he'll lock up criminals and keep your neighborhoods safe. Warren Peterson is the only Trump conservative that we can trust.
I'm Warren Peterson, the only lifelong conservative for Attorney General.
Paid for by friends of Warren Peterson. Authorized by Warren Peterson.
Hi, it's Jim Clark, Republic Monetary Exchange, Arizona's premier dealer in precious metals. I've said for years that we have the best prices around when buying gold and silver coins and bullion. While we believe everyone should own precious metals, sometimes you may need to sell. If so, keep us in mind. We also pay the most for your gold and silver, even if you didn't buy it from us. So whether buying or selling, we offer immediate delivery and payment. No waiting. We're Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
A stabbing spree in New York. From the 550 KFYI Newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. Police have a man in custody in connection to a stabbing spree at Penn Station.
Witnesses say the suspect taken into custody appears to be homeless and emotionally disturbed after he stabbed multiple people. This was around 7 o'clock at Penn Station Sunday night at the New Jersey Transit Concourse. Some were left with more serious injuries than others. All are expected to survive.
I've seen him once, but I didn't think he was capable of doing anything. I just saw the cops. They were just running into that area. They pinned him down.
The circumstances leading up to the stabbing are unclear. Charges are pending. In New York, I'm Scott Pringle.
Multiple reports say a female bicyclist has been killed after being hit by 3 vehicles on Grand Avenue near Glendale Avenue this morning. ADOT says the westbound side of Grand Avenue is currently closed. Soccer fans welcomed the Turkish men's national soccer team as they arrived in Mesa yesterday. The team will use Arizona Athletic Grounds as a FIFA base camp in between games to recover. cover. Fans tell Fox 10 they wanted to greet the players as they arrived.
I feel like this is like a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Like, this doesn't happen much because I don't really go to Turkey that much, and they're coming to us. It's like in my blood. I'm Turkish. Soccer's in my blood.
Turkey will play Australia in the World Cup on Saturday and will face the U.S. on June 25th. A special practice being held tonight at the athletic grounds in Mesa is sold out. A look at your money. The Dow is up 311 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Well, it's a busy drive now. I-10 eastbound dealing with a pair of collisions. One of them in the West Valley near 91st Avenue off left. The other one downtown near 7th Avenue. That one is going to be off right. You've got a crash on the 202 Santan Freeway westbound near Alma School. It's off right. And Grand Avenue remains closed between 59th Avenue and 67th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by London Gold.
This is the best season for the best jewelry at the best prices. Visit London Gold in Scottsdale, Arrowhead, Chandler, or londongold.com and get your sparkle on. London Gold. It's the best.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Celeste Rodriguez.
104 will be your high this afternoon. Overnight low 77. Sunny skies across the state of Arizona today. Winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour in the Phoenix metro area.
Right now, it's 82 in Phoenix. Your next news at 7:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
President Trump's walk-off of Meet the Press was real, and a lot of frustrated Americans agree with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
People are tired of it. People who care about the nation, people who care about our constitutional republic realize that we are in a danger zone right now. We're at that spot where if something is not done about the fraud that is going on, we're going to lose the republic. When people stop caring enough to vote, when they just don't give a damn, that's when things start going wrong, because all of a sudden people are going to be in power. They're going to change the laws. They're going to make new rules. And people, I didn't vote for this. I didn't vote. You suppressed the vote, and now you're gaining power. The very thing that the Democrats complain or say that Trump is doing, which is a lie. He's not a tyrant. Biden was. And what happened when people are softened up enough to where you put somebody who's competent, a competent Marxist communist in that place, like a Mamdani or like an AOC? Did you hear she's running? She's getting closer to running. 2000.
Darn, I'm so surprised. I never imagined that she would run for president of the United States.
The president was on Meet the Press. He was upset. He got really heated. He was talking about what was happening out in California, and he was calling it out.
They rigged the election. When I turned, the election was totally rigged. It was a rigged election, just like they're rigging the election right now, it looks like in California. Can you imagine? It's 4 days, and they still aren't even close to telling you who won. You know why? Because they're rigging the election. That's why.
Actually, that was not on Meet the Press. This is the President Trump. I forgot where he was speaking, but he's on this rant. He's laying it out. He's laying it out. But, well, as we said earlier, he could bring some more talking points. But the reality is, even if he did, they wouldn't do anything about this. For the very reason that Aaron identified in the last segment, look, they decided that they were never going to have a hanging Chad situation again. Never again.
The 2000
and this is what we're seeing here.
Election was the tipping point for the Democrat Party. They got together and said never again, and this has been part of their strategy ever since. The mail-in ballots, the election season versus election day, the dismantling of any type of voter ID requirements. They now have multiple channels.
Yes.
The ranked choice voting.
Yes.
I mean, They have a full frontal assault from multiple angles.
President Trump took out their funding, a big funding chunk with the USAID. They were funding all kinds of madness, so dark money into these campaigns. But boy, this is like, was it called the Hydra? The snake with all the heads on it?
That was Medusa, right?
That's Medusa,
right. Hydra was the, Hail Hydra. That's the Marvel.
But no, Hydra was based off of a
Greek mythology.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Hell Hydra.
I know Hydra as,
You did it because you've been marvelized on that one.
Still waiting for the new Superman movie to come out later this summer.
The Supergirl movie?
I mean, not Spider-Man. Oh. Spider-Man. Supergirl looks awful, and I won't see it.
What's Spider-Man? What's the new Spider-Man movie?
Spider-Man, we are going to make $1 billion off the movie. I don't know what it's called.
I'm concerned because last time we lost Spider-Man, he was like in some new universe where MJ was not his girlfriend anymore. Didn't even know who he was. That's terrible.
Be a big one. This is going to be the big one. Hopefully it's good because they've had some misses lately.
Spider-Man didn't have a miss. Spider-Man's been on point.
Spider-Man is good.
Right. Okay. And then they have the Avengers coming out later.
Doomsday.
That this year? Or is that next year?
I think that might be next summer's big one, but don't quote me on that. Like I know
they're bringing back Tony Stark, but now he's Dr. Doom.
Right.
Okay.
There was Nerd Fest was this weekend in Phoenix. The Phoenix Fan Fusion was my son and one of his dopey friends. They got dressed up in some Japanese anime characters and went down, and they did that while I was in Vegas at the Stanley Cup.
It's a family
and the
thing.
WNBA.
It's watching the lesbians.
Lesbians is cool. It's $12, man.
Lesbians is cool. President Trump, of course, I need to play this for you. That's all over. When he stormed out, this is so funny. When he had enough of Kirsten Welker, and he's just like, I'm outie.
Your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked, and so is ABC, and CBS, and CNN.
But Mr. President,
you're one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough.
I've had enough.
Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know.
I sat in the rain with you for an hour, on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr. President,
a country can never be great with a dishonest
Listen,
press.
we traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
Oh, Lord. It must be so hard.
She was standing there. She looked so pitiful. For a moment, I felt sorry for her. Just for a moment.
Nope. None.
Not at all.
You know what she realized? She realized, oh, crap, I lost the interview. But, I mean, look, this works. More people have watched Meet the Press and clips of this walkout than would any watch the
right when I saw it, I'm like, oh, I know what I'm going to be talking about. I know what I'm going to be talking about. And I'm the only thing is I'm not trying to put any kind of spin on it. I understand why the president did this, and I feel the same way. And then for you have no evidence. You have no evidence. Hey, Pablo, let's play that one part again towards the end where they walked off. Yeah.
Sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Thank you, darling.
Let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know. I traveled all.
I sat in the rain with you.
She's like, I traveled all this way to Wisconsin.
What about we?
And he's like, I'm the MFN president of the United States, and I have given you an hour, and I refuse to be subjected to your bullshiggity.
That's what he said.
Oh, you came to Wisconsin?
You
yeah.
came.
You came because I'm the president,
that's
woman.
Right. Girl, you know what? You will come wherever I am, because that's how it is. That's how we roll. It ain't about you. Miss Welker, ain't about you.
Right. You're the press.
Did he say honey?
I'm the president.
I think he said honey.
You cover me. So if I'm in Malaysia, you're coming to Malaysia.
Yeah, well, that's what you're going to do, honey cakes. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Give her a little pat on the shoulder.
Well, that was the best part. If you watch the video, he stands up and he's very accommodating. He stands up and he's like, "Thank you, darling."
Thank you, darling.
And he puts his hand wasn't dismissive, just on his shoulder, and then he got up.
Not like he grabbed anything, but he could have.
Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President,
thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Did you see there are people that are chiming in on social media that the walkout video shows that Trump is unfit to be president because he struggled for a moment to get up. He didn't just bounce up.
He's 80 years old.
He got up like an 80-year-old man
80.
who gets up all.
You should have seen me walking around the stage on Saturday in front of the Republican women. I walked like I was 80. Good God, things don't work the same. It's amazing that he got up as fast as he did. Thank you, darling. That's right. He has to be careful not to slip and fall for real because it's embarrassing and he might not get back up. Coming up next.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get... The president's got a life alert bracelet.
Platner has votes. He has the votes to make it out of the primary. I think he's going to win the primary.
I think he's going to win the election.
You do?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Holy cow,
Yeah, because Democrats need that seat, and they will do it. Look, if we learn anything from California, they will do anything.
By any means necessary.
By any means necessary to neuter the president of the United States.
We're going to talk about that coming up next. Here's the truth nobody likes hearing. If you are out looking at houses before getting pre-qualified, you're not really a buyer yet. You're a tourist. Because the minute you find the house you love, the very first question is going to be, are you pre-approved? And if the answer is no, that house may be gone before you get your paperwork together. That's why you call Lund Mortgage first. They do real pre-approvals, full credit, income, and asset review. So when you make an offer, sellers know you're serious. And right now, Lund Mortgage is paying for the appraisal on qualifying purchase loans that close with them. That's $600 to $800 staying in your pocket instead of going out the door. Most approvals turn around in 24 to 48 hours, so stop guessing. Call Lund Mortgage, get pre-qualified, then go look at houses. 623-875-9940 or visit lundmortgage.com. Lund Mortgage, NMLS number 162710, equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Well, it's a busy drive now. I-10 eastbound dealing with a pair of collisions. One of them in the West Valley near 91st Avenue off left. The other one downtown near 7th Avenue. That one is going to be off right. You've got a crash on the 202 Santan Freeway westbound near Alma School. It's off right. And Grand Avenue remains closed between 59th Avenue and 67th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Precision Air and Plumbing.
Hello, everybody. Eric Bryan, owner of Precision Air and Plumbing. AC breakdowns always happen at the worst time, late at night, weekends, and holidays. That's why Precision stays fully staffed so we can respond fast when you need us most. Make the Precision decision today.
Sean Hannity.
They lied and said the border's closed, border's secure. It never was. Under Biden, Harris, Mayorkas, they flat out lied.
Today at 1.
Like they lied about Joe's cognitive state.
Listen to 550 KFYI anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
Lots of places can expose you to identity theft, but that's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity, which is way more than anyone can do on their own. If they find anything suspicious, like new loans or changes in your financial accounts, they'll alert you right away, all through text, phone, email, or the LifeLock app. Get the alerts that can make all the difference. Save up to 30% off your first year with the promo code BECK. LifeLock.com, 800-LifeLock, 1-800-LifeLock, or LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK at LifeLock.com.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Zero Res is offering big summer savings. Skip the stress of DIY projects, soaking wet carpets, and rental equipment, and let Zero Res give your home the deep clean it deserves. Right now, mention KFYI and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129. Remove dirt buildup, pet dander, and bacteria before the summer barbecues, pool parties, and house guests arrive. Plus, clean the air you breathe with a home air duct cleaning for only $4.99. Call or book the KFYI specials online at ZeroResPhoenix.com.
I deserve a good education.
At just 6 years old, my daughter was falling behind in school. The traditional school system just couldn't meet her needs. But then, we found an ESA program. It unlocked a world of opportunity, and it helped her thrive.
I love my school.
ESAs are the only option for my daughter to get the best education. But now, the governor wants to take this away from my daughter and so many other children.
Governor Hobbs, please don't take away my school.
Political ad paid for by Unleash Prosperity.
James C. here. Private student loan debt has a way of just dragging on, month after month, year after year, and if you're behind or worse in default, it can feel like you're stuck with it for life, but that's not always true. There's a company I want you to know about, YRefi. YRefi specializes in refinancing private student loans that other lenders won't even consider. Even if you've been turned down somewhere else, YRefi may still be able to help. They create a custom payment based on what you can actually afford. They can reduce your monthly payment, may lower your total cost, and they don't care what your credit score is. Now, I've met the team at YRefi. These are good people who understand what you are going through. And this is not debt settlement. It's real refinancing with a low fixed interest rate and a path forward. Call 888-YREFI-85. That's 888-YREFY-85 or go to YRefi.com. That's YREFY.com. If private student loan debt has been dragging on long enough, call YRefi. May not be available in all states.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
We're warming up through the week with highs today topping out near 105, then clear and breezy with a low of 77 tonight. 106 tomorrow and sunny with a high of 108 expected on Wednesday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Ace Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Before Arizona heat turns unbearable, get your AC ready with Ace Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Call Ace today at 602-536-4475 for a free estimate or visit them online at acehomeaz.com.
Everyone's talking about the FIFA World Cup.
But did you know the only place to hear the action for free is iHeartRadio?
What on earth have we just witnessed? iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026
live.
Can you believe it?
Every unforgettable moment.
Wherever you are.
Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
And don't miss the U.S. men's team's first match Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
The world will be listening.
How about you?
Hey, it's Garrett Lewis. Daniel Keenan is challenging Mark Lamb in the primary. You know he's going to have some things to say. He's on the show today. I start at 4. Listen on KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNSC, the free iHeartRadio app. You can also watch us live on YouTube, streaming 550 KFYI on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, you can also watch us on Facebook as well. We're distributing it there. But I've learned that our listeners, man, they cut us no slack, give us no quarter.
What happened?
Well, you know, I remember, right, we soft launched this video last week.
Last week, Thursday.
And they were like, move the microphone out the way. This is terrible. I'm like,
why are you in focus, but James is not? What is going on with that?
And then, so we made some changes, and we ordered some parts, and we're still waiting. And now you know what they're saying.
What are they saying now?
They're saying that now we need the ability to be able to play the video of the walkout on the YouTube channel. And I'm like,
who do they think we are, Stephen Colbert? Will we have like 1,500 people working for us here?
Yeah, it's just...
It's just Pablo and you and me.
Right, and the research team. Which is,
you mean Google?
Right. Well, you have that on the side producer team that you've never...
Well, I got folks that are working for me,
separate family and all that.
Right, not a separate family. You know, I have employees that I hire to do
Can't you hire a video person? Because Pablo, I can't do it.
Seriously? Seriously? You want me to bring a video person in here to run the whole thing and drop videos? You want a TV show on the air is what you want.
Well, it's not me, James. You know what I want? I want to appease our wonderful listeners who are watching us on YouTube at 550 KFYI.
It's too much. Baby steps. Let us get used to this first.
How about we just get some lights in here?
I'm not even allowed to touch you. I can't even touch buttons yet. They won't let me touch buttons. Okay? Maybe I should run the video stuff.
I just want to say that your shot's very dark. And we need some lights in here to soften your skin tone a little bit. Meanwhile, nobody wants to see any lights on me because I would reflect like the sun.
This is sort of a weird contrast, isn't it? Because I am chocolate, mocha.
And
with these glasses on that kind of like highlight some stuff, but I catch some of the sunlight.
Very white.
You are really bright.
I'm extra white. I have to put sunscreen on just to come in here because the studio lights are so bright.
It's amazing what we're watching. When I was speaking to the Republican women of Arizona on Saturday, I told them, look, sometimes you're just going to have to hold your nose and you got to go vote for the person with the policies. The policies, not the personalities. This is exactly the opposite. I mean, well, the Democrats don't have policies. What the Democrats have is hate, a profound hatred, a seething hatred, a derangement syndrome when it comes to Trump. It's weird. It's weird and unsettling to watch. But this is where they are. And you have a public out there that's not really paying attention to detail, but they understand the narrative. They have their marching orders. Trump bad. Therefore, Susan Collins bad, even though Susan Collins votes against Trump's interests. Didn't she vote to have him impeached? I think Susan Collins did.
I'll have to verify that. I don't know that off the top of my head. Which time? I mean, they impeached him.
Well, that's true.
Multiple times.
That's true. This is a reporter on the street in Maine. He's talking to Maine voters about whether or not they support Platner.
Democratic Senate candidate Graham Platner. Let's talk about him. He may be a favorite to win Tuesday's primary in Maine, but he is also quickly losing voters' enthusiasm. Platner is a Marine vet, an oyster farmer, and the frontrunner to take on Susan Collins in the November election. But a barrage of scandals, from a covered-up Nazi-linked tattoo to toxic relationship allegations, has voters ready to cast their ballots while holding their noses.
Oh, casting while holding their noses.
Talked to voters in Maine about how they feel about voting for Platner.
Either get it all out there or shut up. One of the two.
For many Maine Democratic voters we spoke with, they said they're frustrated with Democratic Senate candidate Graham Platner, who they feel could give them their best shot at defeating longtime Republican Senator Susan Collins and help pay.
See, if they really felt that way. Well, they feel like he may give them the best shot, meaning there's no other Democrat out there that can do it. There is another Democrat on the ballot.
Going back, yes, Susan Collins did vote.
She did vote
to impeach Donald Trump on the second impeachment, the insurrection impeachment.
Okay,
along with Lisa Murkowski, by the way, and Mitt Romney and Bill Cassidy.
The four guys, or what you said, Mitt Romney, Cassidy. What about the turtle?
Yeah, there were seven votes. Richard Burr in North Carolina, Romney. Ben Sass in Nebraska, remember him?
Yeah, I remember Sass.
Pat Toomey in Pennsylvania. Those were the seven.
So Collins.
But that just shows you she's not voted to impeach the president.
So what's the energy?
She's got to go.
This is the energy. This is the narrative. This is so false.
She's one of the Republican senators that are holding up the SAVE Act. I mean, at this point,
she's a Democrat.
She might as well just caucus with the Democrats.
You know what? Now we know why she does. If this is going to be, who she's going to have to run against in Maine, we understand it. We do it. I don't give her any quarter. I'm just saying they do have a choice. They don't have to go. Right now, they're getting the representation that they want out of Collins. They don't have to go with the Nazi.
Oh, but they will.
But they're going to.
Because they want to remove all doubt. And then it's not just about obstructing the president. They want to be able to elect the Senate Majority Leader. They want to have full control, even if that means supporting a Nazi.
Pave the way for Democrats to retake control of the Senate. Are you considering holding your breath and voting for him?
I got until Tuesday to decide.
She's got to decide. She had to decide.
I don't think a lot of this crap is anybody else's business.
For some Democrats, they're willing to look past the interpersonal stories.
I'm not really interested in the guy's foibles. I'm interested in his vision and what he has to say.
That's fair.
And I love what he has to say.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's been definitely difficult because everybody is piling on this guy.
But others did not buy Platner's tattoo explanation.
He's an intelligent man. Of course he knew about it. I don't blame him for denying it, but...
But that's still not enough not to vote for him. You're still going to vote for him, likely.
I'm going to vote for him, yeah, but I don't like it. I'm not in favor of all that.
This is where we are. This is just where we are. We got stuff on our side. They've got stuff on their side. Their objective is to stop Trump. Our objective is to have the America First policy. It is what it is. It's going to play out. Thank God. What is this? The election is tomorrow? Or is that? Yeah.
What, the main primary?
Yeah, the main primary.
I don't know.
I think the main primary is tomorrow.
When is Nazi Day in Maine? I mean, does it really matter what the election day is? As we're learning in California, election
well, it really doesn't.
Election day is just whenever the Democrats get enough votes to sabotage the whole process.
Exactly. We have to dip into Jim Carville again. James Carville. This is gonna be, Dakota. This is gonna this is, what do you call that? The exclamation point. Because James Carville is scary.
You were right. Wow, look at you.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, June 9th, 2026.
And then Lisa will know. We'll know it's going to be Platner versus Collins. They don't have a jungle primary there, do they? I don't think they do.
So.
Right. So, so there won't be any creep.
But it might as well be, because it's basically you've got Nazi Democrat and Democrat-ish.
Right. James Carville, he is laying out exactly what needs to happen here. We'll hear it coming up next. Do you remember, my friends, at Republic Monetary Exchange asking, what's the plan for the day the dollar dies? Now it's happening, and it's making headlines everywhere. Here's the story in the London Telegraph. Gold has overtaken U.S. bonds, become central banks' favorite investment as Donald Trump rattles faith in America's political stability and public finances. U.S. government bonds have been the world's go-to reserve since World War II, but that's changing fast. Washington is the world's biggest debtor and can't pay its bills without printing money. Each round of money printing is another blow to the dollar's purchasing power. So behind the curtain, when you think prices are going up, it's really the dollar going down. A former U.S. budget director says that a cataclysmic reckoning lies ahead. It's past time to prepare. The only plan to protect your family and your money is your own individual plan, and that must start with real money, gold and silver. Before it gets later, visit my friends at Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD, or go to rmegold.com.
Officials at Grand Canyon National Park say a hiker is dead from a heat-related illness. The 18-year-old hiker began suffering symptoms below the Havasupai Gardens on the Bright Angel Trail and required a helicopter to help him out of the remote area. Despite the rescue attempt, responders were not able to save the man's life. A female bicyclist has died after being hit by 3 vehicles in the West Valley. Glendale police say the crash happened around 4 a.m. on Grand Avenue, north of Glendale Avenue. Police say they do not have descriptions of the vehicles. A portion of Grand Avenue is closed for the investigation. NBC's Meet the Press moderator Kristen Welker says President Trump has agreed to another interview after he abruptly walked out on her during an interview taped last week. Trump ended the interview after being challenged on his claims of election fraud and his controversial weaponization fund. President Trump is calling on Israel and Iran to immediately stop shooting after the two countries traded attacks over the past day. Iran says it will halt attacks on Israel unless the IDF resumes attacks on Lebanon. The renewed attacks have threatened an already tenuous ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran. And now here's a check of your traffic.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
I-10 eastbound dealing with crash activity near 91st Avenue. It's going to be off on the left shoulder. And another collision downtown near 7th Avenue. That one's off right. And a third wreck, this time I-10 eastbound near 40th Street. That one is off right. And Grand Avenue closed westbound in between 59th Avenue and 67th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call. 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
Staples. Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on all your custom prints. Staples, that was easy.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway with iHeartRadio.
Sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. Happy birthday, America. It's Kevin Rowe from Lerner and Rowe, and we're giving you a shot at even more money to discover America. Go to KFYI.com now and register to win $2,500 from Lerner and Rowe. Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Dial 977-1900.
Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
This September, coming back to Las Vegas, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
But starting Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only or while pre-sale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
When it comes to your electric bill, saving energy means saving money. That's why SRP offers simple ways to help you manage costs and increase comfort. From rebates and discounts that can save you thousands of dollars, to expert insights that can help make your home more energy efficient, SRP's tools and programs make saving easier than ever. Explore your options today at srp.net/simple. That's srp.net/simple.
Fix it, Frankie. This is Ethel. Well, what sort of noise is your air conditioner making? You say it sounds like a cross between a glockenspiel and a what? A sousaphone? Well, my Frankie can fix that. How long has it been making? About 75 verses. Okay, well, I'll send someone over right away. No, he's not an orchestra conductor. Well, you'll have to provide your own tuxedo, sir. Bye now.
Fix It Frankie.
My Frankie can fix anything.
FixItFrankie.com.
These lawyers say they treat clients like family while secretly putting mandatory settlement quotas on their lawyers.
We never set settlement quotas. We measure success by achieving each client's best outcome.
Do your research. Call the husband and wife law team first.
For 250 years, Americans have believed in one powerful idea. We're meant to live free. We're free to work hard, free to move, free to enjoy life without being held back. But every day, I don't know about you, my body hurts, aches and pains. If they're slowing you down, it might be time to declare your independence from pain. I started taking Relief Factor years ago to get my life back, to thrive again, and I still take it every day because it works for me. Relief Factor is 100% drug-free. It's research-based formula that is designed to help your body fight inflammation, one of the root causes of pain. It's not a quick fix. It's not a temporary mask. It works from the inside out at the source. Relief Factor, created so people could get back to living life on their own terms, walking, working, exercising, enjoy the moments that matter. This year, as we celebrate 250 years of American independence, take a stand for your own freedom. To commemorate, they're offering a special patriotic price, just $17.76. Declare your independence from pain and take control. $17.76. 3-week quick start, ready for you right now. Visit ReliefFactor.com, 800-4RELIEF.
Let me ask you something. Has your business changed over the last few years? Of course it has. More employees, more responsibility, more moving parts. But for a lot of business owners, the insurance setup never changed with the business. Same old broker, same yearly phone calls, same confusing paperwork. That's where SuperSure comes in. SuperSure is built for growing businesses with more than 25 employees, giving you one super agent who helps coordinate your business coverage and employee benefits across the year, not just when renewal shows up. They can review your current policies, help organize your coverage in one place, and even translate insurance language into plain English with their fine print fax tool. And I love this idea. Their business value calculator can help estimate what your business may be worth today, giving you another way to think about protecting what you built. If your business has grown, maybe your insurance approach should too. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
550 KFYI. Nothing artificial here. Guaranteed human.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
Last segment you asked about Maine and whether they used ranked choice voting or, voting
I did ask that question.
The normal way. Maine has used ranked choice voting since 2016. They use it for primary and general election purposes. For pretty much, they do it for all statewide races.
Well, okay. And this is where, of course, they tried to bring that here as well, remember? This is part of the strategy of Democrats never finding themselves in a situation again where they have to, where it's close.
They don't even want a Republican on the general election ballot. That was the whole reason they pushed it so hard in California. And then, they've mismanaged California so bad. Remember, just a few weeks ago, there was a thought that Hilton and Bianco could be 1 and 2 in California. And that's when Gavin Newsom let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, we have an option.
We got a nuclear option for that. So, hey, don't worry.
Don't worry.
When we rigged the election, we went 3 layers deep.
Right.
And that will never happen.
Don't worry about that at all. As a matter of fact, Karen Bassel, you're okay. Don't even say anything.
I don't think Karen Bassel is okay. I think the Democrat Party establishment might be setting themselves up for a surprise.
You're thinking they're gonna off her and put
no, I don't think the party is gonna offer. I think, keep in mind, the people, when given the choice to support the establishment Democrat candidate or a far left radical progressive socialist, the people in these liberal blue S-hole cities choose socialism. And you saw it with Mom Donnie. You saw it in Seattle.
You think that in a legitimate election between Karen Bassel and Mrs. Insignificant, I'm going to learn her name if she's going to be there, that they'll choose her? They'll choose the socialist?
Particularly if you've got a bunch of disgruntled conservative voters in L.A. who aren't going to go to the polls because, look, we know Spencer Pratt should be our option. So you know what? You reap what you sow, establishment candidate. I think there is a chance that L.A. could go the way of Seattle and you get a unqualified socialist candidate who will wreak even more havoc on Los Angeles.
If I were a conservative voter out there and they stole it from Spencer Pratt, I probably would vote for the Mrs. Insignificant for that very reason. Just let it burn in hell. Let's burn it up.
Because look, she's no longer insignificant. She's the number 2 vote getter because so many people, Democrats vote by mail because it's a burden to vote, and that's why she's garnered the overwhelming support from the mail.
I would vote for her. I would vote for her over.
Look, Karen Bass very well may win re-election, but the same sentiment that exists on the right with decent people in Los Angeles who were like, she let our city burn. So those people exist on the left too, and we've already seen when you're talking to people under 30 years old, they don't want Democrat establishment politics. They want full-on radical punish the capitalists.
I have a very controversial question.
Mm-hmm.
Have we ever had a lesbian mayor that was really good? Because I can just only think about disastrous lesbian mayors. Lesbians is cool, but I don't know if they should be running a city.
Lesbianism into just because
I'm thinking about Beetlejuice.
Oh, is she gay?
Yes, she's gay. Beetlejuice was gay.
I didn't know.
This is the second time I surprised you with somebody being part of the alphabet people. You didn't know Luther was gay? You didn't know that Beetlejuice was gay? What's Beetlejuice's name?
The reality is I really don't care about people's sexuality.
I do now. I do.
The only reason I would care is if you throw it up in my face all the time.
Well, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing.
See, I didn't care about Luther because Luther didn't walk up. Luther.
Okay, what about the first gay lesbian
Corinne Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, I made fun of it because she told us at every opportunity, I'm gay and an immigrant from Haiti and I'm historic. And that's where it's like, I don't really care.
I don't think lesbian women should be, I don't think they should be in charge of cities. I don't.
Well, you don't believe women should be able to drive,
I'm
let
getting
alone,
to that point.
Or vote. I mean...
They shouldn't be allowed to drink and drive. I mean, nobody should be allowed to drink and drive. But when they drink, okay, I'm probably gonna get myself into even more trouble here. But I'm just thinking about this. I'm looking at Karen Basshole, and I'm like, there's no way in the world that this woman should be running a city. But then Ansari is another. Here we go. So it's just coming up. Oh, we got to do James Carville because James Carville laid it all out.
Speaking of unhinged lesbians.
An old unhinged lesbian, James Carville, coming up next.
All right, I'm going to tell you something you really already know when you think about it. The windows in your home take an absolute beating. Think about it. Temperatures rising, 104, 105 is going to be 120 soon. The sun's heat is going to wreak havoc on your windows, and your energy bills are probably struggling to keep up. That's why Advanced Window Products is the call you need to make, 480-764-2002. Now, look, they build custom windows right here in Phoenix. They've been doing it for over 4 decades, and because they are the manufacturer, you're going to get top-of-the-line, quality custom windows built for the Phoenix heat with no middleman markup. That means better quality at budget window pricing. And these windows are going to keep your home cooler in the summer, and you're going to see it on your energy bill. Now, Advanced Window Products, full-time employees from top to bottom. No subcontractors come out to your home. And right now, summer upgrade event, save $2,500 when you buy 10 or more windows. No reason not to call today, 480-764-2002, or check them out in their factory in Tolleson. It's Advanced Window Products, factory direct quality built for Arizona.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
I-10 eastbound dealing with a crash downtown near 7th Avenue. They're going to be off right. Then down the road, 10 eastbound near 40th Street, another wreck off right. Got a collision central at Dunlap, and watch for a crash on Broadway right around Price Road. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Precision Air and Plumbing.
Hello, everybody. Eric Bryan, owner of Precision Air and Plumbing. If your newer AC system is already breaking down, chances are it wasn't installed or maintained properly. In the Arizona heat, small problems can become expensive fast. Call 602-FIX-MY-AC and make the precision decision today.
Milli Vanilli backing out of America 250 is like the 290-pound girl at the bar being like, hey, I've got to go wash my hair now.
Girl, you know it's true. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Today at 10 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
For 45 years, Dish has been connecting America with the best in family TV entertainment and advanced technology at an unbeatable value. And that commitment continues with our new 45th anniversary special offer. Get the lowest price in satellite TV starting as low as $89.99 a month. In a world of rising costs and hidden fees, Dish stays transparent, reliable, and honest, just like our founders intended. Learn more by calling 888-ADD-DISH or visit dish.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Zero Res is offering big summer savings. Skip the stress of DIY projects, soaking wet carpets, and rental equipment, and let Zero Res give your home the deep clean it deserves. Right now, mention KFYI and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129. Remove dirt buildup, pet dander, and bacteria before the summer barbecues, pool parties, and house guests arrive. Plus, clean the air you breathe with a home air duct cleaning for only $4.99. Call or book the KFYI specials online at ZeroResPhoenix.com.
My kids were saying, why didn't you do this at the old house when we lived with you?
Your neighbors have a lot to say about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like Beth.
In our old house, we just had the old concrete flooring in the garage and so dirty. And I decided when we built this new home that I was going to be doing our garage floors and our back patio right off the top. And of course, Galaxy was the quote I went with.
And Galaxy's not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
Some of the things that were the deciding factors was Galaxy's lifetime warranty. That's huge. I was surprised surprised that not everyone offered that.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is UV resistant with no yellowing and 4 times stronger than epoxy.
The Galaxy crew was amazing. They were so clean. They picked up after themselves. I can't say enough about them.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
And the movers even commented. And the movers say they see lots of these floors. So they really liked it and asked us who we used. And I told them we use Galaxy.
We are out of this world.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
And now, Babbel proudly presents The Cat Chat.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Yes, hi. I'm staying in room 22, and I was wondering if there was anyone I could chat with about my sheets. They seem to be making me just really itchy.
Pardon, vous avez dit chat?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I just want to chat with maybe like the cleaning service, see which detergent they use. Just a chat.
Chat.
Please, I'm so itchy.
Un instant, s'il vous plaît. Matisse, j'ai un client qui demande un chat.
Oh, my goodness. I thank you. It's just a chat, really just a...
Voilà.
What?
Sir, you requested a cat to scratch you.
Traveling mistakes can really be absurd. Learn to speak like the locals with Babbel, and no one will mistake your chat for a cat.
Sir, please. Your cat.
Get up to 50% off on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to get up to 50% off. BABBEL.com.
Make this the year you get active and healthy. Visit the Good Feet store.
We're warming up through the week with highs today topping out near 105, then clear and breezy with a low of 77 tonight. 106 tomorrow and sunny with a high of 108 expected on Wednesday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Brake Masters.
We're all racing to the red light, but this isn't NASCAR. Use caution. And if your vehicle needs a pit stop, just head on over to any Brake Masters stop sign. Download coupons and schedule an appointment from your smartphone.
Brake Masters.
We give you an honest break. The iHeartRadio app. Now featuring presets. Make us number one.
I love it.
550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app,
That is
and
just
of course,
mean.
What's that?
People are chiming in and watching us now live on the 550 KFYI video stream on YouTube. Except one person said that they're just going to go back to listening on the app because we're not attractive enough.
Oh, they're lying.
I'm sorry.
She's just messing with you.
Well, that's a he. I mean, but that's...
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to try and look good for a dude. It's just not,
I look good for everybody. I mean, that's just kind of what I do.
Oh, and here, hold on. The request again.
Oh, got to show the Panthers. Just show this.
Florida Panthers jersey today.
Okay.
I almost wore my new Golden Knights jersey that I bought on Saturday.
Now you won't wear it until they win the championship, right?
No, I will wear it once they win Tuesday night to go up 3-1. I'll wear it, or excuse me, Tuesday is when they play, so I'll wear it Wednesday morning.
Okay.
Unless I'm going to the game, I generally don't wear a Golden Knights jersey day of the game. It's just a silly superstition.
Got to do what you got to do to get your team across the finish line.
If I'm going to the game, of course, like I was there, I was wearing my Golden Knights gear at the WNBA game I went to pre-gaming before the Stanley Cup game.
Here's the question, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Are you flying out to North Carolina to watch?
Okay, well, so the next game is Tuesday. That is in Vegas.
Right.
That is game 4.
Right.
I wanted to go to that game.
Okay.
But I couldn't. I can't.
Okay.
Because I can't get back in time for Wednesday. And our good friend Joe from Advanced Window Products.
Right. Okay.
Will be on the show on Wednesday. And I wanted to be here to see Joe. And, so I'm not going Tuesday.
Right.
Let's just say if the Golden Knights win on Tuesday and go up 3-0, and Thursday could be a cup clinching game.
Mm-hmm.
There's a chance. It depends. It honestly depends on the price of tickets. Right now, the tickets are a bit much. A bit much.
I'm whispering to the YouTube audience, the Facebook audience. He's going. He's going.
Oh, they missed it again. Hey, be quiet so the camera doesn't talk. I'm
Right,
going to stand up so they can see the jersey.
And there it is.
There you go.
Okay.
There's my jersey.
I want you to listen to the unhinged James Carville real quickly here, because James Carville. What happened?
It's just every time you say James Carville, I just think about his. I pray to God for more Trump. It just makes me giggle.
I pray to God for more Trump derangement syndrome to be even more deranged. This guy is truly.
We can't hate the MFer enough. Is quite possibly the line of the year.
And now this is the reason why he is backing a Platner, because this is the guy that they have to use to get to Trump.
I don't care if you committed a crime, then charge him, and then throw his jail, but so forth. We have none of that. We got a up guy who he could be 100 times more than he is. He'd never be as up as what we got in Washington now anyway. And I just saw this, and hey, we got to do this, and we got to be fair. You know, James, if a Republican did what Graham Platner did, you would be outraged. Yeah, I would. But what I'm more outraged about, and what I have to consider first, is this country is about to lose it. The whole thing. Abraham Lincoln suspended habeas corpus. Why? Because he had to win a war. Okay, we got to win this.
He basically, it was a long-winded way to say we have to subvert democracy to save democracy.
That's exactly what he said.
And if it means we got to vote for a Nazi, we'll do it.
We'll do it. You know what? We got to win this. This is a war, and we have to win it.
Wait a minute. So, in order to get the guy they say is a pedophile Nazi out of office, we have to vote for an actual pedophile Nazi.
You know, got to fight fire with fire.
Make it make sense.
You got to fight fire with fire, James Carville.
And if we got a person who's understandably got issues, yeah, good. And maybe people ought to see it. And maybe we ought to just be reminded of what these stupid wars have brought about and the consequence of said stupid wars. That stupid Susan Collins been for all of her political life. So I ask all of you to consider the candidacy of Graham Platner. I ask all of you to understand his flaws and understand the peril that this nation is in. And maybe he might be the right guy at the right time, for all I know. Thank you.
That's his campaign. May be the right guy at the right time, for all I know. Thank you. Vote for the Nazi. Vote for the Nazi woman abuser. Hey, you know what? I'm not mad at him.
So the Democrat Party largely consists of transgenders.
Yes.
Islamic socialists and Nazis.
I did put a question out there. Actually, I contacted somebody in the media, and I asked a very simple, do you know of any competent lesbian political leaders? And they're going to get back to me. They say, let me get back to you, because they got to think about this.
No, lesbian specific, not bisexual or gay. No. You're specifically asking about the Subaru driving contingency.
Correct. And you know the problem here is that they're Democrats, they're liberals, so that's they're all in that camp.
You know what?
But I'm just gonna.
I wish you would ask me this question on Friday.
Because
I could have, when I was at the Las Vegas Aces WNBA game on Saturday, I had a tremendous opportunity to do man of the street interviews with probably about 8,000 lesbians.
Do they go to the basketball games?
Do lesbians go to the WNBA games?
Seriously, I didn't even think about that. I just thought they were like regular people that like women's basketball.
I mean, there were more of those in Las Vegas because, again, Las Vegas is the marquee franchise for the WNBA. Okay. The stadium seats about 12,000 people. That stadium had 10,000 people in it on a Saturday at noon for early regular season WNBA. But I'm guaranteed 7,000 to 8,000 of those people there were lesbian couples.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You need to come with me.
Okay.
And we need to do a field trip to a Phoenix Mercury game.
I don't know if I could go to Vegas, but I may be recognized here. You know, I'm
diversity.
not one of their favorite people.
Embrace diversity, James.
I'm all about
it's
diversity.
It's Pride Month. If not now, when, James?
It's a very good question. Let me think about that.
Do lesbians go to the... Who do you think goes to... I mean... You know, most WNBA games, they only open the lower bowls. They get like 1,000 to 2,000 people a game. Who do you think's going?
I guess so. I never thought of it like that. I never thought of it like that.
There's a lot of softball jerseys in the WNBA games. All I'm saying.
They play softball? Lesbians play softball?
Now you're just messing with me.
I didn't know. We're going to talk about Game 3. This is the NBA Finals.
Oh yeah, and you think I paid a lot for my ticket, which I did okay. The get in the door price this morning for Game 3 in Madison Square Garden, the first NBA Finals game in Madison Square Garden in this century, $6,500.
Stop it. We're going to talk about that and who's going to the game right after the news. You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST and the free iHeartRadio app.
To have a roof over your head, a nice roof over your head, is very important.
That's Rick talking about his experience with Rhino Shield ceramic coating.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago, and they're very cooperative on getting us the right paint. They're in and out and done in no time. Once it was finished, looked great. We were very happy with it.
The main reason Rick called Rhino Shield is because Rhino Shield is backed by a 25-year warranty.
We've watched a lot of people get their house painted 3 or 4 times, and we haven't had to do any of it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to have to paint it every 5-7 years.
Take it from Rick. Put down that paintbrush and pick up your phone. Call Rhino Shield at 855-4 Rhino. Call now and receive 15% off the regular price, or go to rhinoshieldaz.com.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago. Financially makes sense, especially if it's going to last like this did. Still looks great.
For your 15% off, call now. 855-4 Rhino. Or go to rhinoshieldaz.com.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
With inflation, the assumption is it's only about rising prices, but it's more than that. Hi, Jim Clark. First slowly, then suddenly, then the realization that paper money itself is failing. It's called the crack-up boom. That's when people become desperate to exchange their failing dollars for something of value, like gold. The crack-up boom is closer than you think. If you wait for it to hit, you've waited too long. We're Republic Monetary Exchange, the gold experts, in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
Your family's about to spend the entire summer in your pool. Do you know if the electrical system is safe? Most homeowners never think about it, but between summer heat and humidity from monsoons, your pool's electrical system takes a beating. That's why Parker & Sons offers pool circuit safety check for just $89.
You'll expect everything powering your pool. Whether you've never had your pool inspected or you just bought your home, this is the one service every pool owner needs before the first cannonball of the season. Call or text 602 to repair, and Parker & Sons will make sure your pool is summer ready.
Flowers fade. Cards get tossed. But a personalized song? That lasts forever. Surprise someone you love with a custom song made just for them with Joybox. Visit joybox.studio to get started on your personalized song today. Don't just say I love you. Sing it with Joybox.
Hey, James C. Harris here. If you wear glasses or contacts, but now you are suddenly relying on readers just to see something an arm's length away, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've watched people go on full-blown reader scavenger hunts, checking the car, checking the couch, checking the pockets, checking the dog, and those readers still end up hiding in one place nobody looked. It's funny until it's not. That's why so many folks are turning to refractive lens exchange from K2 Vision. RLE is the permanent solution, and here's the cherry on top. After K2 Vision RLE, you will never get a cataract. The procedure is quick, painless, and most people are seeing clearly with no glasses, no contacts, no readers the very next day. The doctors at K2 Vision have performed more than 150,000 lens procedures, and they will tell you if RLE is right for you. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts. Be sure to tell them James T sent you.
With a Harvest Right freeze dryer, it's not just about preserving fruits and vegetables. Freeze dry full meals, dairy, eggs, and meats, even ice cream and candy. And keep them fresh for years. Visit harvestright.com. That's harvestright.com.
Hurt in a crash? Don't deal with the insurance companies alone. Call the accident attorneys at Sweet James. They fight for the money you deserve, and you pay nothing unless they win. Call now, 800-9-MILLION, or visit sweetjames.com.
NBC News focuses on the facts, looking deeper and listening wider. It's clear reporting, free from opinion. Facts, clarity, calm. NBC News, reporting for America.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
A scam stopped. From the 550 KFYI newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. An Uber driver is being credited for stopping a scam of a Sedona woman. The Yavapai County Sheriff's Office says it happened late last month when a woman in her 90s got a call from someone claiming to be from a bank. She then contacted the rideshare service, and when the driver arrived to pick her up, he noticed something wasn't right.
She had a phone in her hand and a bag. I asked her, I says, are you Sam? Because maybe it could be Samantha. And she said, no, are you a courier? And I said, no, I'm an Uber driver. I'm supposed to pick up a ride here.
The Uber driver, identified as Michael, is a retired police officer and recognized the signs of the scam. He was able to talk the woman out of not proceeding with the payment. President Trump's agricultural secretary is in Texas to get an update on an invasive flesh-eating fly that endangers the state's billion-dollar agricultural industry. Brooke Rollins has blamed Mexico for not doing enough to prevent the spread of the New World screwworm fly.
It's important we keep working with Mexico. We obviously have to.
The fly has spread north thanks to migration, she says. It lays eggs in open wounds. Crews were called out to a brush fire near 51st Avenue and Broadway yesterday morning. Phoenix Fire responded around 7 a.m. to find 2 acres burning. There's no known cause. The flames were put out. A look at your money. The Dow is up 165 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
51 southbound dealing with a crash now near Indian School. Looks like they're in the Gore Point section of the exit ramp. A watch for delays in the area. I-10 eastbound near 40th Street. You've got a wreck off right. Also, Grand Avenue remains shut down for you in between 59th Avenue and 67th Avenue. Serious accident in the area. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call. 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Rev up Father's Day gift giving at summitracing.com. You'll find unique gifts, parts, tools, accessories, and more. Or give the perfect card, a Summit Racing gift card. Shop summitracing.com, plus enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Celeste Rodriguez.
104 will be your high this afternoon. Overnight low 77. Sunny skies across the state of Arizona today. Winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour in the Phoenix metro area.
Right now it's 84 in Phoenix. Your next news at 8:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Liberty. That's Liberty. Enter it now at KFYI.com.
Big game in the NBA tonight in New York City, and the list of who's attending is controversial.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
Mucho must be in hog heaven. His New York Knicks are up 2 games, and there have been some exciting games, but the Knicks stole 2 in San Antonio.
Okay, hold on. Just wait a minute. We're going to talk about sports here.
We had the
because Game 3 of the NBA Finals is tonight.
Right.
And President Donald Trump, lifelong Knicks fan, will be in attendance.
Sports and politics.
Yeah, so I mentioned the prices for this game. Again, the first NBA Finals game in Madison Square Garden since 1999, when the Knicks lost to the San Antonio Spurs.
Correct.
And this has been highly anticipated. People have been tracking ticket prices. Now, earlier this weekend, the lowest ticket price was around $8,000. You can now, as of right now, I'm looking at some of the secondary market apps. You can get into the arena for tonight's game, a solo ticket for just jumped up. Went from $4,700 to $4,950 right now. That's for the upper deck, upper nosebleed seats. If you want to get in the lower bowl at Madison Square Garden tonight, the cheapest ticket you are going to find right now is just under $9,000. If you want to sit
courtside,
courtside, you can't get the ticket. If you want to sit on the floor 4 or 5 rows back, you're looking right now at about $50,000 for a ticket for one game. Which begs the question, James. Because you know who else other than the president's going to be there tonight?
Who?
New York City Islamic Socialist Mayor Zorhan Mamdani.
No way. You wouldn't want to go to that. There's too many billionaires and millionaires.
Yeah, I mean,
in the stadium. Why would he do that?
Who claims to hate the 1%, who wants to tax the millionaires and billionaires to just pay their fair share, has no problem attending an event that regular New Yorkers have zero chance of attending.
Yeah, Pablo said he probably gets a free seat too.
You think he has to pay for his ticket, Aaron, or does he get like the city comp or something?
I'm sure that the mayor of New York City's office gets some type of season ticket box for the New York. I mean, and that's not uncommon.
What about President Trump? Does he have to pay for his ticket?
Trump can do whatever he wants because he's the president.
He's the king.
Trump is actually going to be, I believe, in the owner's box tonight because he and James Dolan are tight, right?
Stephen A. Smith is upset with the fact that Trump is going to this game.
He's coming to game 3 of the finals, and I don't want him there. He's coming to game 4 of the NBA finals, and I don't want him there. And it has nothing to do with politics, policy, or anything like that. It has everything to do with him disrupting and contributing at the same time to the chaos that's going to be existing at Madison Square Garden. If there was ever a time, if it were Barack Obama coming to the Garden, I would say stay home, stay at the White House. If it was George W. or Clinton or somebody, stay at the White House. Don't come.
I think that he's might be kind of right that you had thousands of people. What's that one zone outside of the stadium where people just come for free and they just showing everybody right. They have to remove that now for security, to set up security to protect the president.
Hey, you know what? The president goes to the Super Bowl because they know how to deal with it. They're equipped to handle it. Let the president.
But what about the poor people? The poor people.
The poor people aren't going to be able to go anyway. Did you not hear? $49.90 is now the get-in price. It just keeps going up, which means, by the way, the reason it's going up is because people are buying the tickets in real time.
You've got Stephen A. Smith pleading with President Trump, please, Mr. President, don't come.
You don't understand what Monday is going to be like in New York City. The subways will never be more packed. Don't drive your cars in Midtown. I'm trying to tell you, it'll be a parking lot. There is nothing short of madness that is coming the way of everybody come Monday. You don't understand. You don't understand. I have been covering sports for over 30 years.
You don't understand. You don't. I have a prediction, a very bold prediction. San Antonio Spurs in 6.
Well, that would mean that they would have to win 4 games. I mean, there's only...
Boom.
Because the Knicks are up 2-0.
That's right. Sweep them.
So you think the Spurs? I don't think so. I think Wemby's confidence is a little shook. He committed a terrible turn. They had an epic comeback Friday night. Came back from 13 points down at the very end of the game. They took the lead, and then he threw one of the worst passes
I've ever seen.
Hit his teammate right in the back, and then
fell apart.
Wemby is going to be an all-time great player, but this is not his moment.
It starts now. He's going to come back from that disastrous ending. You heard he collapsed in the locker room and everything, just in tears?
Oh, he probably should have. I mean, they had that game at the end, and what a terrible turnover.
So they want Trump to stay away. I think Trump's going to go, but he's going to witness a history here, a great comeback. One of the great
Trump
comebacks.
Shows up with his face painted and the orange wig, wearing a Knick, because they say he's a huge fan.
He's a huge fan. Why not? Why not? We're going to talk about The View. There's a split on The View about America. That's coming up next. Owning a home is cool and all, except for the part where now everything's your problem. Without a home warranty, you could pay thousands to repair or replace appliances and home systems like your AC and plumbing. But with an American Home Shield warranty, you can help protect your wallet from pricey breakdowns. If AHS can't repair the covered item, they'll replace it no matter how old it is. Don't let unexpected bills wreck your budget. American Home Shield, don't worry, be warranty. Sign up today at ahs.com. That's CAHS.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial # law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
51 southbound dealing with a crash now near Indian School. Looks like they're in the Gore Point section of the exit ramp. Watch for delays in the area. I-10 eastbound near 40th Street. You've got a wreck off right. Also, Grand Avenue remains shut down for you in between 59th Avenue and 67th Avenue. Serious accident in the area. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call. 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Brake Masters.
We're all racing to the red light, but this isn't NASCAR. Use caution. And if your vehicle needs a pit stop, just head on over to any Brake Master stop sign. Download coupons and schedule an appointment from your smartphone.
Brake Masters. We give you an honest break.
Garrett Lewis.
Democrats hate Trump so much.
Twice impeached.
Trump and his Republican cult.
Convicted felon president.
It's become an obsession.
It's an effing disgrace.
It really is derangement syndrome.
Today at 4, 550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
With inflation, the assumption is it's only about rising prices, but it's more than that. Hi, Jim Clark. First slowly, then suddenly, then the realization that paper money itself is failing. It's called the crack-up boom. That's when people become desperate to exchange their failing dollars for something of value, like gold. The crack-up boom is closer than you think. If you wait for it to hit, you've waited too long. We're Republic Monetary Exchange, the gold experts, in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
Wouldn't it be great to have a health plan that keeps up with you? Meet Prosano Health Plans by AZ Blue. With exclusive access to Prosano Healthcare Centers, you get more than just coverage. You get a team truly focused on your care. It's health insurance that's built for a busy world. Because you deserve coverage that helps deliver the care you need. Discover more at azblue.com/Prosano Plans. That's azblue.com/Prosano Plans.
Hi, I'm Sherry Harris, owner of LifeSource Water. Arizona's desert water is some of the harshest in the country. It's loaded with minerals that damage your plumbing, dry out your skin, and leave spots on everything. Some people turn to old-fashioned salt-based softeners, but those don't filter your water, and they require expensive maintenance. With LifeSource, there's a better way. Our whole house system gives you clean, conditioned, and healthy water from every tap, without salt and without monthly filter changes. Just fresh, filtered water for your home and your family. And with LifeSource, you deal directly with the factory. We've been manufacturing, installing, and standing behind every system for over 40 years, right here in the USA. LifeSource is built to tackle Arizona's toughest water. Don't wait. Call 1-800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. LifeSource. Taste and feel the difference.
Warranty limitations apply.
These lawyers love to promise you they're going to fight for you unless you read their fine print.
When you read the fine print, you'll see not licensed to practice in this state or not a law firm.
You do not trust your future anything other than experienced trial lawyers. Call the husband and wife law team first.
Stop guessing. Call Lund Mortgage. Get pre-qualified. 623-875-9940. LundMortgage.com.
In a world where AI is replacing jobs left and right, here's a great opportunity to build a business that's 100% AI-proof.
Eagle Shield Reflective Insulation is expanding into Arizona with a limited number of franchise opportunities.
With over 65,000 installs in Northern California, this is a proven business built on technology developed by NASA and designed for today's surging energy costs.
This is a low-overhead, 100% AI-proof business. No storefront, no massive staff, just a high-demand, hands-on service with impressive profit margins.
With record heat and rising utility rates, this isn't a trend, it's a shift. If you've ever wanted to own your own business or take control of your income,
you need to move quickly. To learn more from your mobile phone, dial pound 250 and say
franchise me. That's pound 250, say franchise me. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dialed text with more information from Eagle Shield. Dial pound 250 and say franchise me.
We're warming up through the week with highs today topping out near 105, then clear and breezy with a low of 77 tonight. 106 tomorrow and sunny with a high of 108 expected on Wednesday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Precision Air and Plumbing.
Hello, everybody. Eric Bryan, owner of Precision Air and Plumbing. If your newer AC system is already breaking down, chances are it wasn't installed or maintained properly. In the Arizona heat, small problems can become expensive fast. Call 602-FIX-MY-AC and make the precision decision today.
Some people say soccer culture doesn't exist in the U.S., but
it is an American game.
And it goes beyond the stats.
It's your culture.
It's a connecting force.
I like watching it with my dad.
To the players and the stories.
I took an elbow to my head, which cracked my skull.
From Futuro Studios, this is American Football, a show about soccer culture in the U.S. and its underdog roots. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search American Football, and listen now.
News and politics, but also a little comic relief. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton today at 10, 550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
I love this idea that's being discussed on our video stream on the KFYI YouTube channel at 550 KFYI. One of the listeners there, watchers, suggested that the president should show up to Madison Square Garden tonight in the Beast, have the Beast drive onto the court, and have the president get out and hand the game ball to the referee.
I love that idea. You know what? On all the people that are upset that the president's going, oh, he shouldn't go, this Stephen A. Smith, he's going to create a spectacle, yada, bing, yada, boom. President Trump has been a fan of sports in general and the Knicks in particular for decades. For decades.
I mean, and look, Obama was a huge basketball fan, and Obama would go to WNBA games all the time. Never a problem, right?
Wait a minute. You said
Joe Biden loved ice cream.
Obama. Obama went to what?
Basketball games all the time.
WNBA games?
No, basketball games.
Oh, I thought you said, okay.
No, went to NBA games all the time.
Okay, I'm just trying to,
yeah. Biden went to the ice cream shop all the time. Never had a problem, you know.
What did you say, Pablo? Pablo, what did you say? What did you say in my ear? Tyson did what?
I was just telling you that Tyson fought a lot at Trump Plaza, so Trump has been a big fan of sports for a long time.
Remember,
in the late 90s, Tyson was always fighting at Trump Plaza.
Right. Donald Trump loves the UFC, and Dana White at the UFC gives Trump credit because when our own Senator John McCain was trying to ban UFC across the country. Donald Trump gave the UFC a lifeline to perform in Atlantic City and saved that organization. Donald Trump goes to NASCAR events. Donald Trump goes to the Army-Navy football game. I think he went to the national title game.
He went to the Super Bowl, didn't he?
Donald Trump loves sports. It's one of the reasons why because I look at it and go, if I was the president of the United States, you don't think I would be at a sporting event every single weekend?
Exactly. But again, what makes this extra special is it's New York. And people want to forget the fact that Donald Trump was the king of New York for a period of time.
He's a legitimate Knicks fan. I'm all for, and I would say the same thing, by the way. I'm assuming Barack Obama was a Chicago Bulls fan, right? Because he
should have been.
If the Bulls had made the NBA Finals, go.
I would be
fine.
down there. I would be down there on the floor with the team if I was Barack Obama and the Bulls went to the finals.
Yeah, but you're a Bucks fan, and they're not making the finals once they get rid of Giannis. You had your finals run when they beat the Suns.
I'm happy. And
you went to one of the games.
I did.
I know, Pablo. Here's how this. So this fool, he reaches out to the president of the radio factory, and he's like, I need tickets. And they give him tickets. You know who he didn't invite?
Who?
His co-host, Bestie,
I took Smoking
who's a huge sports fan.
I took Smoking Hot to that game. I also reached out to the powers that be. It was beautiful. She was looking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
We walking through, folks are like, you right? I'm like, yeah, I'm right. She's smoking hot. And I also talked to the powers that be, the radio factory. I wanted games, tickets to the Packers. I got the Packers in Kansas City the year that they won.
I remember. Yeah. The contract almost fell apart because James was like, no, here's what I want. I want a private bidet. I want a new ring. I want Fonzworth, my manservant. And I want tickets to the Packers.
And why not?
Good for you. You do you, man.
Exactly.
They hooked you up? That Thursday night game against the Packers?
Yeah.
He was here?
Dude, in the booth.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, hold on now. No, I'm talking about in Lambeau Field. Lambeau Field, buddy. Yeah. That's how we were rolling.
Pablo's like, man, I should have asked for some Mercury tickets.
I just want some Karim Leon tickets.
Who?
Exactly.
Oh, wait, I actually know who that is.
Yeah, Urban.
He's a Hispanic, Spanish-speaking music performer,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
You know how I know this? Because he opened for the Rolling Stones when they played at State Farm Stadium, and that was an infamous moment on the Conservative Circus.
Oh, yeah.
Karen Leon was the opening act when I almost had to kill a Canadian couple.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
Man, they were all up in the stuff being rude.
Just go to the podcast.
Yeah, he did not know. They didn't know extra right. They didn't know.
Or second row seats to that game. Second row seats, and a bunch of fat old Canadians called me a fat ass.
Called him fat.
And the A-Train came out.
A-Train.
Oh.
I was on the floor that night, too.
You were there.
I had floor seats.
Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, but I left before the Rolling Stones started.
Well, I understand that because
what
the Rolling
is
Stones
wrong with
suck.
you?
I was just there for the opener.
Yeah, I like you.
Yeah.
I like you, little guy.
But I did give because I had a really good seat.
Whoa, hold on, Pablo. Did you just say the Rolling Stones suck?
No, I didn't say that.
He said that, not me.
I didn't say that. He said that.
He said that.
He said that.
I didn't say that. You'll see it.
I didn't say that. He said that.
I said I left early.
You know who sucks?
Stop
Gay ass Luther Vandross sucks. That
Come on.
sucks.
Oh, look at you. Point to that guy who was singing before the Stones.
You know what?
Sucked,
Keith Richards could stay alive, unlike Luther Vandross. You want to make it personal up in here.
What are you talking about? I didn't say that. You just heard me wrong.
Before the greatest rock and roll band in the world.
It was the greatest Mexican artist right there. I saw from my...
You saw greatness. Why did you have to stay?
I did. And I did give my bracelet to a Rolling Stones fan so he could get a good seat.
Oh,
it was floor
nice.
seats. I was like in section A or B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that. I was in the pit for the show, and I went to 6 Stones shows on that tour.
You seriously didn't stay for the Stones?
I'll show you the videos. Yeah. I went early, and then as I'm walking out, all these people are walking in. I just jammed out.
You shouldn't have told me that.
I'm sorry, man. I paid full price. I paid the $4.
Do you know he has a tattoo? He has a Stones tattoo. Did you know
They're
this?
a great band. They did.
How would you know? How would you left. You walked out. You walked out on them.
I saw them in '87 in Tempe when I was a kid.
I went to a James Taylor concert. It's fantastic. He's one of the greats.
Sorry, dude, you got me in trouble with Aaron. That's the last guy I want to be under the.
Right. You don't want an extra white mad at you. The A train.
Left.
You
had
you admitted that
seats for the greatest rock and roll band on a tour that very well could have been their last tour because they're in their 80s.
Yeah, but Cuddy Leon was opening up for them.
Right, so you see both.
Cuddy Leon, would you say?
Kareem Leon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically how would you? It's basically like kind of
ranchero music,
like basically like Mexican country music.
Is that a lady?
Exactly, Mexican country music.
I enjoyed it. I didn't understand a single word he said.
As if like it's kind of a Mexican country music.
Yeah,
but except
it was enjoyable.
Is it a dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like he's big time. I had no idea, but the whole thing was in Spanish and it was like, I understood more of him than I did Bad Bunny. At the Super Bowl halftime show.
You should hear him do what was Journey song?
Don't stop.
His version of that, because he has that type of voice.
Yeah. Does he sing it in English?
Yeah, he sings it in English. It's a cover only, yeah.
Because he comes back. He's coming back soon, right?
Yes, that's trying to see if I can use.
Well, now I was going to try and hook you up, but not now.
Well, don't go to him now because because you offended the Stones. I see what I can do for you. Okay.
It's in September. It's in my birthday.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Walked out of this. Who hires these people? You know who wouldn't have walked out on the Stones?
Who's that?
Mucho.
I didn't walk out on them. I just left before the show started after the opener.
After the real act.
Where's Mucho?
You just
Mucho back.
You walked out on the Stones. That is legendary right there. New guy. You left an impression. Absolutely. Look at her. He's dejected.
I'm thoroughly disgusted.
He truly is dejected. Coming up next, we're going to talk about how Sonny Holston hates America, and you'll be surprised who came to America's defense. It's at 8:33. When you're 18, 20, or 22 years old, you sign those student loan papers thinking they're helping you build a future. You don't imagine that you're still will be dealing with that debt years later, maybe decades later. But for a lot of Americans, that's exactly what happened. Private student loan debt has followed them through jobs, marriages, kids, mortgages, and retirement planning. And if you're falling behind, it can feel like there's no way out. That's why I want you to know about Why Refi. Why Refi refinances private student loans that others won't touch, other lenders, that is. Even if you're behind, even if you're in default, they create a custom payment based on your ability to pay. They can reduce your monthly payment, may reduce your total cost, and they don't care about your credit score. I've met the people at Why Refi. They're not reading from a script, my friends. They genuinely want to help. 888-YREFI-85. That's 888-YREFY-85. Or you can visit yrefi.com. If private student loan debt is still part of your story, maybe it's time to write a new chapter with Why Refi. It may not be available in all states.
A 1-year-old child was taken to the hospital with suspicious injuries, according to police. Emergency crews responded to the report of an injured child at a home near 27th and Georgia Avenues. They found the infant with life-threatening injuries and took the baby to Phoenix Children's Hospital. Officials at the hospital described the injuries as suspicious in nature. Officials at Grand Canyon National Park say a hiker is dead from a heat-related illness. The 18-year-old hiker began suffering symptoms on the Bright Angel Trail and required a helicopter to help him out. Despite the rescue attempt, responders were not able to save the man's life. A federal lawsuit has been filed to stop a UFC event planned for the White House grounds on June 14th, which happens to be President Trump's 80th birthday. The lawsuit argues the event would use federal land to benefit a private company without proper congressional approval. President Trump is calling on Israel and Iran to immediately stop shooting after the two countries traded attacks over the past day. Iran says it will halt attacks on Israel unless the IDF resumes attacks on Lebanon. The renewed attacks have threatened an already tenuous ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran. And now here's a check of your traffic.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Watch for a collision, State Route 51 headed southbound. This is going to be near the Indian School exit ramp. Also dealing with a crash, power at Rittenhouse. Another wreck, this time Missouri at 16th Street, and Grand Avenue closed between 59th Avenue and 67th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on the tip line, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Superstar Car Wash.
Superstar Car Wash, the car wash with superpowers. Sign up for a free car wash today. That's right, totally free for a limited time. Because we love what makes you shine. See website for details.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway with iHeartRadio.
Sponsored by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Happy birthday, America. It's Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, and we're giving you a shot at even more money to discover America. Go to KFYI.com now and register to win $2,500 from Lerner & Rowe. Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Dial 977-1900.
Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
This September, coming back to Las Vegas, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
But starting Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only or while pre-sale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
Fix it, Frankie. This is Ethel. Well, what sort of noise is your air conditioner making? You say it sounds like a cross between a glockenspiel and a what? A sousaphone. Well, my Frankie can fix that. How long has it been making? About 75 verses. Okay, well, I'll send someone over right away. No, he's not an orchestra conductor. Well, you'll have to provide your own tuxedo, sir. Bye now.
Fix It Frankie.
My Frankie can fix anything.
FixItFrankie.com.
Hey, this is Matt Dagus with Bright Wealth Management. They say don't wait until something happens to start planning, but that's what most families do. It's not just about paperwork, but it's about the people. And if you're not sure where to begin, take our 2-minute Legacy Readiness Quiz. It's fast, it's private, and it might be the most important 120 seconds that you spend this year. Start now at brightlegacyquiz.com. Again, that's brightlegacyquiz.com.
For 250 years, Americans have believed in one powerful idea. We're meant to live free. We're free to work hard, free to move, free to enjoy life without being held back. But every day, I don't know about you, my body hurts, aches and pains. If they're slowing you down, it might be time to declare your independence from pain. I started taking Relief Factor years ago to get my life back, to thrive again, and I still take it every day because it works for me. Relief Factor is 100% drug-free. It's research-based formula that is designed to help your body fight inflammation, one of the root causes of pain. It's not a quick fix. It's not a temporary mask. It works from the inside out at the source. Relief Factor, created so people could get back to living life on their own terms, walking, working, exercising, enjoy the moments that matter. This year, as we celebrate 250 years of American independence, take a stand for your own freedom. To commemorate, they're offering a special patriotic price, just $17.76. Declare your independence from pain and take control. $17.76. 3-week quick start, ready for you right now. Visit ReliefFactor.com, 800-4RELIEF.
Before Arizona heat turns unbearable, get your AC ready with Ace Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Whether you need an AC tune-up, fast repair, or a new energy-efficient system, Ace helps keep your home cool, comfortable, and efficient all summer long. Beat the rush. Call Ace today at 602-536-4475 for free estimates and expert service. That's 602-536-4475. Or visit us online at acehomeaz.com. Acing Arizona's comfort needs since '94.
Home buyers, hear this. Do not get a traditional mortgage. Did you know a $500,000 mortgage at 5.5% will still cost you over $1 million? That's insane. On a Life Changer loan, you can do your banking inside your mortgage and pay off in just a few short years and keep access to your equity. It's faster, cheaper, smarter, more flexible, and totally addictive. It's not magic. It's just math. So check us out at lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775, Life Changer Loan Corp. is an equal housing lender.
550 KFYI. The news you need when you need it. Guaranteed human.
You're listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
Hey guys, who is this guy? I can't even process in my brain somebody who would walk out on the Stones, the most iconic band in the history of music.
Thank you, Mike.
The music wouldn't be what it was for them today. I can't even... Dude, you're going to regret that when you're older. You're really going to regret that when you actually realize who they were. Wow.
New guy, Pablo, there are two things that you cannot trigger Aaron with, and you just found out that the Rolling Stones is number one, and number two is the Golden Knights. Oh, Pablo, you're going to get in trouble.
No, he's already, there's a meeting with HR.
He can also... I knew the Knights was up there, but I didn't know Rolling Stones was up there.
Oh, my God. You got a tattoo, like I said.
Actually,
one or two.
I didn't walk out when the music was playing.
One more thing. Also, the San Francisco 49ers.
That's probably the number one.
Yeah, that will trigger more than the Knights.
They're cool with me. I'm in the division. They always beat up my Cardinals. I can't complain about nothing.
Did you know that your 30-day review is coming up this week?
That's going to be on there.
Did you know? I went to the Rolling Stones concert in '87 when they came to Tempe, and
don't
they
even
filmed
try.
One of the videos.
Doesn't
there.
matter.
I might be in the video.
That's great.
Okay. Yeah. That's.
But
means
what did
nothing.
you do the last time?
You walked out on them because you already saw the opening act. That was. Wait a minute. The opening act was more important. You had floor seats, and you saw the opening act.
$480 or something like that.
Paulo probably walked out on Trump too the last time.
Oh no!
I
would love to
kind of guy Pablo
do
is.
some YMCA with him.
This is fantastic. This is, it's the unexpected things and those surprises in life. Speaking of sporting events or music events, that's a big one. How about the fact that the White House is hosting that fight, the UFC fight?
Well, they might be hosting the UFC fight. Now a federal judge has issued an order saying you can't build the arena on the White House lawn. Plus, then you got the America 250 concert that everybody has bailed on. So all these grand plans to celebrate America on the White House lawn may be coming to an end. But a federal judge ruins... Federal judge probably walked out on the Stones too.
Sunny Holston, she says she's embarrassed by the whole thing.
And so I think we have a very complicated history here. I think it's a very complicated country. And at this point, I am embarrassed at our government. I'm embarrassed at our lack of health care. I'm embarrassed on the assault on the press. I'm embarrassed of our Congress. I'm embarrassed by the criminal felon president that is in the Oval Office that has a UFC cage on the White House lawn.
Now, were you upset and dismayed when the former president of the United States had topless transgenders parading around on the White House lawn?
Was that upsetting?
Because I was pretty upset by that.
That was pretty upsetting. I was upset by that as well. Flashing the White House with your fake breasts. The man flashing his breasts at the White House. And then, I guess that was so disgraceful that even the left was kind of embarrassed by that. This is a Sunny Holston talking about she's embarrassed because the UFC is going to have a match, or they were going to have a match on the White House lawn before some federal judge stepped in and said,
I think
there's
still, I think there's some back and forth on that. I mean, I think the president really wants this to happen.
And he's going to have it.
UFC wants it to happen. And by the way, you know who else wants it to happen? Most of America. Yeah. UFC is a massive sport.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be great.
If you can have lesbians there, a little celebration, of 4th of July, you can have some MMA fighting. Is that what it is?
Yeah, UFC. MMA, mixed martial arts.
There it is. I was confused between that and wrestling. Do you think they'll have a wrestling match at the White House?
if they had a WWE event
come on.
on the White House lawn.
Come on. Would you go to that? You would go.
100,000%.
Yeah.
We would be doing the show live.
Absolutely, yeah.
From White House Mania.
I mean, there's already a McMahon in the White House, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
McMahon's
that's
don't have
right.
anything
Oh, she's
to
gone
do
now.
with this.
Yeah, she's gone.
The McMahons are out
That is
because
his,
Vince had some problems.
Right.
But TKO, the parent company of WWE and UFC, so you could absolutely.
If you were to do that, how would Sunny host it? How would she feel if we were having?
She'd hate it.
I'm also embarrassed at how America is now seen across the globe. I don't think that many Americans understand that we are part of a wonderful global community. And when you look at our allies are now giving us a 1-star rating as a country, while I am conflicted, about this country because I feel that it is, at this point, a failed experiment, quite frankly.
Failed experiment. You'll never guess who came to America's rescue.
A failed experiment. This is a failed.
That's what she said.
How much money does she make?
I know.
As a black woman.
Come on now.
What?
Lawyer. Law school.
I mean, you could maybe make that case, 7 generations ago if Sonny Hall, but I would say the experiment has worked wonders.
It's been a raving success. A raving, so much so that another member of the crew there had to step in and rescue America, or at least try to. We'll talk about that coming up next. Being hurt in an accident can change your life in an instant, and when that happens, you deserve to be empowered, not pushed around by an insurance company. That's why I always tell you about Sweet James. One of our listeners was seriously hurt in a motorcycle accident and couldn't believe the lowball offer the insurance company tried to get away with, so he called Sweet James. The attorneys at Sweet James immediately stepped in, helping him get the medical care that he needed to recover as quickly as possible and get back on that bike. Then they went to work fighting for him and delivered a $400,000 win. If you're ever hurt in an accident, you need a team of local attorneys with the care, skill, and resources to fight for you. Compensation matters, but so do compassion, justice, and having someone in your corner. Sweet James brings over 500 trials of experience to every case, big or small. That's why they win 98% of the time. They win big. They can't guarantee the outcome, but they can make sure you're not facing this alone. Call Sweet James at 800-9-MILLION. That's 800-9-MILLION, or visit sweetjames.com.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Got a collision on I-10 headed eastbound near 59th Avenue. Looks like they're off on the left shoulder. Then southbound 51, you've got a crash near the Indian School exit ramp and a wreck on I-17 as well. This one is northbound right near the Loop 303. It's off right. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on the tip line, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Precision Air and Plumbing.
Hello, everybody. Eric Bryan, owner of Precision Air and Plumbing. If your newer AC system is already breaking down, chances are it wasn't installed or maintained properly. In the Arizona heat, small problems can become expensive fast. Call 602-FIX-MY-AC and make the precision decision today.
The events of the day
Everything, everywhere.
are heard.
Did you hear today the latest?
Every day.
Tell us about Iran.
Diplomacy is always the first option.
The Strait of Hormuz reopened.
The nuclear stuff. Trump $250 bill.
We're going to have a UFC fight. The midterms.
550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
In a world where AI is replacing jobs left and right, here's a great opportunity to build a business that's 100% AI proof.
Eagle Shield Reflective Insulation is expanding into Arizona with a limited number of franchise opportunities.
With over 65,000 installs in Northern California, this is a proven business built on technology developed by NASA and designed for today's surging energy costs.
This is a low overhead, 100% AI-proof business. No storefront, no massive staff, just a high-demand, hands-on service with impressive profit margins.
With record heat and rising utility rates, this isn't a trend, it's a shift. If you've ever wanted to own your own business or take control of your income,
you need to move quickly. To learn more from your mobile phone, dial pound 250 and say
franchise me. That's pound 250, say franchise me. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dialed text with more information from Eagle Shield. Dial pound 250 and say franchise me.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Visit the Good Feet store today. Walk into any of the 5 convenient Valley stores in Glendale, Gilbert, Goodyear, Ahwatukee, or Scottsdale. Walk-ins are always welcome.
iHeart's Yacht Rock Radio goes commercial-free every weekend. Smooth sailing with the greatest from the 70s and 80s. Just open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and start listening now.
Flowers fade. Cards get tossed. But a personalized song? That lasts forever. Surprise someone you love with a custom song made just for them with Joybox. Visit joybox.studio to get started on your personalized song today. Don't just say I love you. Sing it with Joybox.
Got pests? Call Blue Sky Pest Control. Hello, Blue Sky. Goodbye, pests.
Empty slogans and cute jingles. Lawyers love to act like they care. Do they back it up? Hi, I'm Mark Breyer.
And I'm Alexis Breyer. We're the husband and wife law team. One study found that half of all clients were unhappy with the lawyer they hired. The number one complaint, a total lack of communication.
We take client happiness seriously. That's why we survey all our clients and know that over 97% are happy. Do your research. Call the husband and wife law team first.
Hi, it's Jim Clark, Republic Monetary Exchange, Arizona's premier dealer in precious metals. I've said for years that we have the best prices around when buying gold and silver coins and bullion. While we believe everyone should own precious metals, sometimes you may need to sell. If so, keep us in mind. We also pay the most for your gold and silver, even if you didn't buy it from us. So whether buying or selling, we offer immediate delivery and payment. No waiting. We're Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
Hey, that was our exit. We're going to miss the first pitch.
Just got to make a stop at Fry's. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Fry's stores in the Phoenix Prescott area.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, new users can get an extra $10 bonus on their first Fry's trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Fry's store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Fry stores in the Phoenix Prescott area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code HOT5 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Fry's. That's promo code HOT5 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code HOT5.
Offers vary by user and location. $10 bonus offer for new users only. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
We're warming up through the week with highs today topping out near 105, then clear and breezy with a low of 77 tonight. 106 tomorrow and sunny with a high of 108 expected on Wednesday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Superstar Car Wash. Superstar Car Wash, the car wash with superpowers. Sign up for a free car wash today. That's right, totally free for a limited time. Because we love what makes you shine. See website for details.
I like hearing what people have to say.
It's all the stuff that matters to me.
Where the conversation begins.
News Talk 550, KFYI. Set a preset on the new iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
A little bit more here on this UFC fight, right? That caused The View to go all apoplectic because, according to them, this country was never great. So I didn't realize this, but the UFC fight on the White House lawn is supposed to happen this Sunday.
Really?
It is on Trump's birthday, June 14th.
And this is the one that the judge just all of a sudden blocked.
Yeah, so it was a lawsuit brought by the Public Integrity Project, according to NBC News, is a watchdog group that seeks to make sure that public lands don't get used, blah, 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 blah. See, all of this is coming over the fact that they think that UFC, which has said isn't going to make any money off of this event, they're doing it to celebrate America, is set to gain financially using the White House lawn. And then they're also upset because I guess earlier last year, Donald Trump invested like $15,000 into TKO. That is the parent company of UFC, of his private funds. So he's gonna make bajillions off of this, is what they say.
He's not gonna make bajillions.
Meanwhile, Ilhan Omar got $30 million from a winery and a mistake.
Thank you very much.
Nancy Pelosi's making the hundreds of millions of dollars off
Maxine Waters.
Come on,
y'all. I hope they ignore the court. What can the court possibly do?
Well, the arena's there, and so we're gonna have a fight.
We're gonna have a fight.
What you gonna do? Show up and stop me?
What you gonna do? What? Come on, try to stop this. See what happens.
You gonna send the sheriff out with an eviction notice on the White House? Good luck with that.
Sunny Hostin is embarrassed by all of this. She's embarrassed for America. She's embarrassed about how this makes America look in the world. But Whoopi Goldberg, on the other hand, Whoopi Goldberg came to America's rescue.
He believes that it's going to take this country decades to recover from what has been done.
I don't think it's going to take us decades,
right?
Because everyone has. Let me start with this. I am really proud to be an American because I've lived in other places, as have we all.
Mm-hmm.
And to be able to do what we do and not get arrested.
Come on now.
Tells you this is still America.
This is still America.
I love all the places I've lived, but this is the only country that I know that allows us to do what we do. And for that, I'm ever grateful. For 250 years, if we've gotten to here, forget the last 2 years.
Lord have mercy.
Figure how far we got. Figure all the things, all the stuff women were able to do. All the things that we were able to take care of ourselves. Finding the ways to make our lives better. That's why glass ceilings were broken.
Whoopi is the voice of reason. She said, forget the last 2 years. Okay, I'll give you that. Just look at how far, look at what we're able to do. This is exactly what we were complaining about Sunny Host just a moment ago. Woman, you making all this money, shut your mouth.
Well, and this is the beauty of America and why we should celebrate the founding of America 250 years ago. America was not a perfect nation in the beginning, but our founders were graced with knowledge bestowed on them by God to set up a framework that allowed for the true freedom of slaves. And all of that is because of the creed that all men are created equal. And we worked and we sacrificed and we strived not to make a perfect union, but a more perfect union. And we can continually work to improve it, or you can elect socialist Islamicists to your cities to destroy it all in about a span of 6 months.
Be an American where at least I know I'm free. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't he going to be at the America 250 now?
Well, there is no America 250 concert anymore.
No.
It's been turned into a Trump rally.
Okay.
And Lee Greenwood is going to perform Proud to Be an American as the lead off, and then Trump's going to come out and speak. And while I enjoy a good Trump rally, that's not quite the same as the America 250 concert. So,
well, at least will the Village people be there?
I don't think so. I think as of right now, it's Lee Greenwood, Trump, and then that opera guy is going to come out and sing the close. I mean, it's kind of the same script that you've seen at the Trump rally.
We can't give in like this. Is there no act that would want to celebrate
Millie
America?
Vanilli said no.
What?
They pulled out. I mean, one of them's dead, but, you know.
I thought that was a joke, the Millie.
No, that was not a joke, James. That was legit.
They pulled out.
I would not joke about something as serious as Millie Vanilli.
You know, that's almost as bad as Wham backing out of it.
Well, they couldn't play because George Michael's dead, too.
That was one of my greatest regrets.
The other guy, you can't have Wham without George
I
Michael.
wanted Wham to get back together. That devastated me when George Michael died. Now, the chance.
Did you know George Michael was gay, right? You
I didn't know he was gay. Okay. He's a great singer. He's a fantastic singer.
He's a great singer.
I mean, I wouldn't walk out on that concert.
I would be your father figure.
Put your tiny hand in mine. I wouldn't walk out on that.
Like
if I had front row seats,
the Rolling Stones. What the
I wouldn't do it.
I've only walked out of one concert.
Really?
Yeah, I walked out on Everclear about 30 years ago because it was just god-awful. Awful show. And the girl who I was with, who was not the warden, this was in the pre-warden days, we both looked at each other and we were like, this is
terrible.
I mean, this song they sung. What did they sing?
Well, Everclear, they did, they did a whole bunch. They did Santa Monica. They were a big alternative band, in the mid '90s. And Father of Mine.
Oh, okay.
They had a bunch of radio hits and stuff. But live, they were awful. And the girl I was dating at the time, we looked at each other and we were like, yeah, let's just go get some dinner. And we left. It was terrible. But I wouldn't walk out on the Rolling Stones because that's just criminal.
Coming up.
Are we sure Pablo's illegal? Because I would call ICE on that.
901.
E-Verify, baby. E-Verify.
We have, speaking of gay, we have Secretary Bessent, who is taking on the Democrats, absolutely humiliating them, showing that Democrats are not a serious party. We will have that for you at 9:02. My friends, you're listening to the Conservative Circus.
And watching on our new YouTube feed at 550.
Absolutely. Are they showing a new guy at all? Because he was back there skirming. That was good TV.
He pops up from time to time, but we're going to have to rethink that.
That was good TV. News is coming up next.
We had downsized. In that downsizing, my husband lost his man cave.
Everyone is talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like your neighbor Deb.
My husband and I were at the home show and saw all these vendors with garage floor coatings. The one that stayed with us was Galaxy.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is 4 times stronger than epoxy.
I'm the only one home, and so it's nice when well-dressed, clean-cut, respectful crew show up. That's what Galaxy sent.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, and driveways in as little as 1 day. And it comes with a lifetime warranty.
Warranties are real important for us, and to know that should there be an issue, Galaxy was standing behind it. That's pretty much what tipped us over to go with Galaxy.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
We are so proud to open our garage door.
We're out of this world.
Hey, James C. Harris here. If you wear glasses or contacts, but now you are suddenly relying on readers just to see something an arm's length away, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've watched people go on full-blown reader scavenger hunts, checking the car, checking the couch, checking the pockets, checking the dog, and those readers still end up hiding in one place nobody looked. It's funny until it's not. That's why so many folks are turning to refractive lens exchange from K2 Vision. RLE is the permanent solution, and here's the cherry on top. After K2 Vision RLE, you will never get a cataract. The procedure is quick, painless, and most people are seeing clearly with no glasses, no contacts, no readers the very next day. The doctors at K2 Vision have performed more than 150,000 lens procedures, and they will tell you if RLE is right for you. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts. Be sure to tell them James T. sent you.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
At
Teen dies at the Grand Canyon. From the 550 KFYI Newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. Officials at Grand Canyon National Park say a hiker is dead from a heat-related illness.
It happened last week when the 18-year-old hiker began suffering symptoms below the Havasupai Gardens on the Bright Angel Trail. That required a helicopter to help him out of the remote area. Despite the rescue attempt, responders were not able to save the man's life. The man was taking a day hike from the South Rim to the Colorado River and back via the Bright Angel Trail. Matt Mattinson, 550 KFYI News.
Senator Mark Warner says the allegations against Democratic Maine Senate candidate Graham Platner are disturbing if true. Appearing on ABC's This Week, the Virginia Democrat says it will ultimately be up to the voters to weigh.
End of the day, though, Maine voters are going to decide this. I've got my own election this year. I'm trying to get rehired in Virginia.
Warner's comments come after the New York Times interviewed several women who accused Platner of threatening behavior. One said Platner twisted her arm and shoved her into a bedroom, while another claimed the combat vet fantasized about killing people he considered a threat. Platner has denied the allegations. Savannah Guthrie posted a new story to her Instagram page yesterday. The short but emotional message made another plea to, quote, bring her home. 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie disappeared more than 4 months ago from her home in the Catalina foothills. A look at your money. The Dow is up 126 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
I-10 eastbound near 59th Avenue dealing with a crash. It's going to be off on the left shoulder, but watch for delays in the area there. I-17 northbound near the Loop 303. You've got a collision off right and a wreck on State Route 51. This is southbound right near the Indian School exit ramp. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Take 5 Oil Change. Your day already has enough drama. Don't let the oil light steal the show. Save up to 30% at Take 5. Just drive in, stay in your car, and be out in about 10 minutes. Take 5. Stay in your car. Get back to your day.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Celeste Rodriguez.
104 will be your high this afternoon. Overnight low 77. Sunny skies across the state of Arizona today. Winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour in the Phoenix metro area.
It's 86 right now in Phoenix. Your next news at 9:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
Now, your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword music to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest.
The Treasury Secretary embarrassed the Democrats by showing that they don't know what they're talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
Remember when we used to get excited about the possibility of President Trump eliminating the IRS? Man, so much has happened. So much has happened. We were on track. We were watching all of this. Then all of a sudden, we started bombing things. The war got taken off, and now we're just pulled off track. Now what we have is the Democrats running just anti-Trump, disturbing derangement syndrome policies and actions. We have Republicans once again standing still to see whether or not, if they don't help Trump out, will they be able to survive this? And then you have other Republicans, the other half of the Republican Party, conservatives who are just absolutely furious that we're not moving the agenda forward. But even if we were, we have a whole Democrat Party that is uninterested and uneducated on what's going on. And that came up last week when we had the Treasury Secretary, Secretary Scott Bessent.
Gay guy, not that it matters, but
yeah.
A
happy Pride
we never
Month.
give us the Republicans any credit for having a welcoming environment for all people. So we bring it up because the left hasn't cornered the market on being accepting of people's sexuality.
You had Bessent was discussing eliminating the gas tax with the U.S. Senate Finance Committee.
Yes, please.
Yes, and you know what? This is something that we're talking about here in Arizona. We have Governor Hobbs who's refusing to take that action, bringing some relief. Nationally, we have the president. He's saying, "Hey, let's do this." But the Democrats, this is one Democrat senator on the Finance Committee, was trying to one-up Bessent, trying to one-up President Trump, trying to shame us for not doing something we have already done, already trying to get past.
Are you in favor of eliminating the gas tax?
We have moved to...
Are you in favor of eliminating the gas tax?
We would like to work.
Are you able to answer that, or is that not answer?
Well, if I'm not interrupted, I can, Congressman.
Well, I'm waiting for your answer.
We have asked Congress to move to eliminate the gas tax. That is done through statute.
You have moved that. So
Yeah.
you're in favor of eliminating the gas tax.
We have asked for it.
So we can join bipartisanly today because you're in favor of it to eliminate the gas tax.
Yes.
Again, the White House has asked for it, sir.
They have? Why isn't it before the committee for a vote?
This is just another hearing.
Wait a minute. They have? They have? Why isn't this up for the committee? Why aren't we talking about what? They have? Yes, sir, we have. This is what the administration has been lobbying. This is what we've been pushing. We put this on in Congress. You didn't know that, sir? You didn't know that. No, they didn't know that.
I just learned something right now. I didn't know that the federal and Arizona state taxes for diesel fuel are significantly higher than the regular gasoline tax. So here in Arizona, the tax on gasoline comes out to 19 cents a gallon. It's like 18 something plus there's a 1 penny underground storage fee per gallon. So essentially you're paying a real-time state Arizona tax on regular gasoline for 19 cents a gallon. The federal gas tax for regular gasoline is 18.4 cents. So 37 cents, 37.4 cents of every gallon of gas is just straight taxes, homie, to quote Randy Moss. For diesel fuel,
come on,
it's 24.4 cents and 26 cents for 50.4 cents a gallon
on diesel.
On diesel, why? You know what? They hate industry.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. We have an administration that is trying to, do something about this. Here you have this dumbass said Democrat. You should get rid of the gas tax. How come you're not getting rid of the gas tax? And you got Bessent saying, what are you talking about? We have. This is what the president has been proposing. Well, really? What? You didn't know that, sir?
Well, there went my talking points.
The Democrats don't care. Katie Hobbs could have removed the gas tax from the state. She could have put pressure on joining with the administration to get rid of the federal gas tax.
Or at least reduce it. Or how about this? Lower the diesel tax to put it in line with the regular gasoline tax to at least try and relieve some of the price of rising goods and services due to transportation costs.
But they don't.
Because they don't care.
They're not interested. They don't care. And yet they're going to sit around here talking about affordability. They're going to talk, we're running on affordability. This is the part that I am really kind of upset about. We were on a roll. We were talking about gas tax. We were talking about the income tax. We were talking about tariffs, replacing things. And that is not a conversation anymore. That is this ought to be discussed running up to the midterms. This ought to be discussed. These topics we're talking about, these runoffs, not even being discussed.
Is this a good point to bring up the time that under the Biden reign of terror for 4 years, we spent billions of dollars to build, 3 or 4 EV charging stations across the country? This is where the tax on gasoline is going. It's all a scam.
It's a scam. And it is a good time to bring that up. And also, it's a good time to bring up the fact that we have so much fraud going on in states, red states and blue states.
Oh.
So much fraud,
I have
so
a
much
perfect
theft.
example of that. Did you like the exhibit I sent you at the San Francisco airport?
I was like, where are you? What are you doing?
So my flight to Phoenix got canceled yesterday. I had to reroute through San Francisco. I had about 5.5 hours to kill in the San Francisco airport. So I'm just wandering around. And you know how airports have those stupid little museums, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I stumbled across an exhibit, and I snapped the picture, and I sent it over to my good pal, James T. Harris. Women of Afrofuturism. Let's see, hold on. I'm going to pull this picture up. I'm going to show it on camera there for everybody to
There are
see.
black people in the future.
Yeah, so it's got like a space agey, looking like a Marvel, like Black Panther thing. And I'm
Right.
like, all right. So I'm like, do I really want to go into this?
You
And
went in.
I went in, and there's a real long plaque of, what Afrofuturism is. And basically I read like the first word, and it's like,
Right.
basically just imagine George Clinton's P-Funk All-Star mothership coming to life.
Was this is she a cyborg? Is she
Well, I didn't get that far into it. It was
Okay.
only like 3 or 4 plaques.
Okay.
But the end piece is after you went in and saw all of the women of Afrofuturism was a big sign that says there are black people in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, damn, I had no idea.
Were they fat like that? Like the statue of that fat woman in Times Square?
They were like I said, they looked like extras from the Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, everybody looking good in
then I immediately went, how many millions of dollars of Californians' taxpayer money?
Come on now.
Well, it probably wasn't even Californians. It's probably USAID put all this nonsense up in the airport.
Blacks in the future.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question, though, because a lot of the Star Trek movies early on, Star Trek TV shows, they didn't have many blacks.
Well, they had Uhura, right?
Yeah,
is
she's
that her
fine.
name?
Uhura, she was fine.
Kissed
That was
Kirk,
first
and that's
interracial
still-
kiss.
yeah,
First
had her.
interracial kiss on television. Right there. And she had on that little red, short little thing. She was going to quit Star Trek, and Dr. King told her not to. He said it was important that the black children should grow up.
I have a dream.
That's right.
To
Blacks
see
gonna be in
your
space.
derriere on TV.
Fine. She was fine as hell. I grew up on that one right there. She was
Well,
see, that's what happened. That's what happened. That was what took me down my road. A different road from you.
I went into the museum and I learned that you're welcome in the future, James.
I am welcome in the future, but you know what? My old cousin Clyburn.
Oh boy.
He says that the Republicans are trying to stop black folks from being in the future.
No, black people are in the future. I saw the museum exhibit in the airport.
I don't know, but Republicans are trying to
lying.
stop it. Somebody's lying. We're going to find out who's doing all of that lying.
It's the politician.
Do you really think it is? You really think it is? We'll find out who's doing all that lying coming up next. One global gold and silver expert is asking if silver is about to explode higher. He looks to the Iran war for answers. Of course, Washington's war spending means more money printing. That's a given. And higher oil prices makes solar energy with this huge silver demand more competitive. But the expert points to something else you should know. Global silver supplies are tightening because 56% of silver mine supply comes from copper and nickel ores. Processing them requires a sulfuric acid. That's a big problem due to the Hormuz closure. At the same time, China has halted exporting acid. Already, the Iran war has done more long-term damage to critical infrastructure, supply lines, and alliances that won't soon be repaired. Price inflation is racing through the pipeline. This is one of those times when the handwriting is on the wall. Take steps to protect yourself and your family with gold and silver. See my friends at Republic Monetary Exchange today. Call or stop by Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD, or visit rmegold.com.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
I-10 eastbound near 59th Avenue dealing with a crash. It's going to be off on the left shoulder, but watch for delays in the area there. I-17 northbound near the Loop 303. You've got a collision off right and a wreck on State Route 51. This is southbound right near the Indian School exit ramp. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Who is Farm Bureau Financial Services? We're the people you can count on for insurance and financial needs now and for years to come. Find us at fbfs.com/protect. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company.
This is from the White House. Aliens have been walking among us. The Glenn Beck Program. Illegal aliens. Tonight at 7. This is the best troll I've ever seen. Listen to 550 KFYI anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
Take control of your food with Harvest Right. A home freeze dryer lets you preserve the meals your family already loves. Fruits, vegetables, leftovers, even full dinners, and keep them fresh for years. No waste, no preservatives, just real food whenever you need it. It's simple to use, surprisingly affordable, and a smart way to stay prepared for anything. Whether you're planning ahead or just saving money, Harvest Right makes it easy. Learn more and shop today at harvestright.com.
If you're suffering from stabbing pain, numbness, tingling, or burning in your arms, legs, hands, or feet, you may be experiencing peripheral neuropathy. If you or a loved one is suffering from neuropathy and has been prescribed a medication like Lyrica, Neurontin, or Cymbalta, there is an alternative. Amazing research has now shown that neuropathy symptoms can be reversed in as little as 1 week. At Restore Wellness, highly trained doctors are using a cutting-edge treatment and successfully slowing and often reversing the disease without addictive medications. If you're tired of living in pain, then call 480-447-9555. That's 480-447-9555. There's no surgery or prescription drugs. Don't wait to get relief. Call 480-447-9555. The first 25 callers will receive a full exam and in-depth consultation, absolutely free.
Oh no! USA is up 2-0. That is the most dangerous lead in soccer.
Relax, Mike.
See that, Dan? My left eye is twitching. That's my warning eye. It'll be 2-2 by stoppage time. It's never wrong.
With early payout from Bet365, I got paid the second they went up 2 goals. So to me, it's now the safest lead.
Early payout from Bet365, huh? Now my right eye is twitching, Dan.
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T's and C's apply. In-app only.
President Trump knows Warren Peterson is a proven conservative who will save Arizona this November.
Arizona Senate President Warren Peterson. Warren, popular, Warren, very popular.
Warren Peterson has fought for secure elections, a strong border, and a safer Arizona. He's endorsed by law enforcement because as Attorney General, he'll lock up criminals and keep your neighborhoods safe. Warren Peterson is the only Trump conservative that we can trust.
I'm Warren Peterson, the only lifelong conservative for Attorney General.
Paid for by friends of Warren Peterson. Authorized by Warren Peterson.
If you are hurt in an accident and results matter, call Sweet James. 809 million. Awarded Best Attorneys of America.
Flowers fade. Cards get tossed. But a personalized song? That lasts forever. Surprise someone you love with a custom song made just for them with Joybox. Visit joybox.studio to get started on your personalized song today. Don't just say I love you. Sing it with Joybox.
Let's face it, there's some uncertainty out there right now. The economy, interest rates, AI, war. But if you're thinking about selling your home, if and what your home sells for shouldn't be uncertain. Hey, I got to tell you, I've been telling you for about years now, really, about Carol Royce. Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty for years, and I got to tell you again, this is something that needs to be clear. I don't just endorse Carol. I've personally used Carol multiple times. Here's why. Carol sells homes for 3.3% more than the average agent. On a $500,000 home, that's an extra $16,500 in your pocket. She also sells homes 22% faster, which matters in a market where some homes are sitting longer than homeowners expected. But here's what really stands out. Carol will guarantee to sell your home for your price. That's right, your price. If the home doesn't sell, Carol will step in and buy it herself. Now, I've trusted Carol with my own real estate transactions because results matter. If you want an agent who sells for more, sells faster, and can guarantee your price, call my friend Carol Royce today or visit carolhasthebuyers.com. That's carolhasthebuyers.com. Carol and seller must agree on price and possession.
This is Sarah Spain with the latest from iHeart Women's Sports.
Presented by Capital One.
The U.S. women's national soccer team fell to Brazil 2-1 in Saturday's international friendly in Sao Paulo, with Sophia Wilson scoring their lone goal, her first national team goal since 2024. The two teams will meet again on Tuesday, giving the U.S. another chance to end a 4-game winless streak in Brazil. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts. As a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports, Capital One helps you stay connected to top female athletes and earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, and at grocery stores with the Capital One Saver Card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Visit CapitalOne.com for details.
Everyone's talking about the FIFA World Cup.
But did you know the only place to hear the action for free is iHeartRadio?
What on earth have we just witnessed?
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026
Live.
Can you believe it?
Every unforgettable moment.
wherever you are.
Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
And don't miss the U.S. men's team's first match Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
The world will be listening.
How about you?
Hey, it's Garrett Lewis. Daniel Keenan is challenging Mark Lamb in the primary. You know he's going to have some things to say. He's on the show today. I start at 4. Listen on KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST on the free iHeartRadio app, and you can watch us live streaming on the YouTube, 550 KFYI.
I appreciate everybody joining in and chiming in. The comment section is lively.
It is.
It's very lively. So you can always reach out there. You can reach out on the TalkBack, on the iHeartRadio app. You can mail us a letter. I don't know that we get it in time for the show, but
people still do that.
Yeah, every now and then I get a handwritten letter from someone who's writing in shaky cursive and has some things to say and likes to chime in on the content of the show.
Cursive, that's going to be a lost art, a lost practice. It already is lost, I do believe.
Oh yeah, my son is 16. He couldn't. You asking him to sign his name. He's like, he'd rather just write it in Mandarin.
Wow. And he probably can write it in Mandarin.
He cannot.
Okay.
He cannot, but he also can't write it in cursive. And I lament it, but at the end of the day, most people don't know how to churn their own butter anymore either. Like, cursive is a lost art, and it's not really needed anymore.
You just make your X. You just move on, make your little X.
I do think it would. I mean, he prints his name. It's like when he signs, it's like print, but on a slant. I'm like, okay, it works.
PBS sat down and asked James Clyburn, Representative James Clyburn.
Your cousin.
Clyburn. Yeah, cousin by marriage. Asked him about reinstating Jim Crow. Jim Crow 2.0. Jim Crow.
What constitutes Jim Crow 2.0 this time?
Because it's not necessarily 2.0. He's talking about the real Jim Crow.
Oh, the test your mother,
right,
who is 97,
right,
had to do to be able to exercise her vote.
Yes.
Count jelly beans in a jar.
Correct.
Recite the Constitution, that kind of thing.
Even to the point where, slavery. Jim Crow came right after slavery, trying to re-enslave, the blacks. This is what Jim Clyburn is saying that Republicans are trying to do.
I just want to be clear. Are you saying you think they want to reinstate slavery?
No. They wish to get us back as close to slavery as they can possibly get us to without violating, because the Constitution, they can't do it. Jim Crow?
Okay, seriously. See, they're trying to bring us back to that. By they, he's talking about Republicans are trying to bring black folks back to the closest thing to slavery as possible.
This is like, at this point, I don't care what else he has to say.
Oh.
You have invalidated the entire argument. It is hard to have a substantive conversation about political ideology and disagreement with when your starting principle is you white conservatives. You can't institute slavery. So you're going to bring back to Jim Crow to keep us from shut up.
Y'all going to bring back. See, y'all going to bring back.
They're going to put y'all back in chains.
Come on now. That's the same thing. It's the same thing. That you were just quoting Joe Biden, right? They're going to put y'all back in chains. James Clyburn.
So you think they would reinstitute Jim Crow?
Absolutely. And I think the Supreme Court.
Hold on a second. Stop. They would reinstitute Jim Crow. That's what she said. You think they would reinstitute Jim Crow? He said absolutely. Absolutely.
They would reinstitute Jim Crow.
Absolutely. And I think the Supreme Court is well on the way to doing that.
Oh,
remember, all of this started with a Supreme Court decision called Dred Scott.
Dred Scott.
That's what defined and laid the foundation for all of this stuff.
That's what.
Why stop there, Clyburn? Why not just go back to they just want to count us as 3/5 of a person? I mean, if you're going to make absurd statements, just go all out.
You're right.
I mean, it's just.
But I don't want you. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here it is. They Republicans don't have fingerprints on any of this. Jim Crow wasn't ours.
Oh, no.
Jim Crow's was Democrats. When you talk about the case here, that was the Tony court that did that. They leaned Democrat. That was a Democrat stacked court. Everything that Clyburn is talking about, everything that he's accusing Republicans of is what Democrats actually did. Republicans were the ones who fought a war to end slavery.
You're wrong. It's not Democrats did. It's Democrats do. Who is the party that is currently fighting and bemoaning the Supreme Court decision
Democrats.
To allow states to segregate people by race and race alone?
Democrats. See, this is what's crazy, and what's really Jim Clyburn, he gonna say what he's got to say. PBS is peddling this crap. There was no pushback. There was no correction from the PBS reporter. She was just shoveling this shiggity, and then it's like reinforcing it. Did somebody say something funny, or you just laughing?
I'm just imagining Elmo coming on, going, just Elmo says. You can't vote. You have to pass the Constitution.
Would that be part of the Jim Crow 2.0, them trying to bring it back, right? Yeah.
Snuffleupagus, you need to go over your side of town.
Grover. Was Grover in the garbage can guy?
No, that's Oscar.
That's
Come
Oscar.
on, man.
Who was Grover?
Grover was the little blue guy that would run near, far, near, far.
I forgot about that.
And then he did Super Grover, where he was a superhero there for a
right.
time.
Coming up next, my friends, we have another issue of our Meet the Candidate. We have Daniel Keenan is running for AZ5, right? GOP AZ5.
Yeah, he's challenging Mark Lamb for the Republican nomination. This is the district that is the seat that is currently held by Andy Biggs. And I got my first piece of mail from Daniel Keenan that didn't go after the Democrats. It went after Mark Lamb pretty hard.
We're going to have a conversation about that coming up next. My wife had refractive lens exchange at K2 Vision, and I have to admit it created a new problem for me. I used to be able to hand her something with tiny print, and she'd say, I can't read that without my readers. Not anymore. Now she reads everything: restaurant menus, text messages, instructions, labels, even the fine print, and she does it without glasses, contacts, or readers. In fact, she recently found an old pair of readers in a drawer and just laughed. They're completely useless to her now. The transformation has been amazing to watch, and knowing she'll never have to deal with cataracts down the road, that's a benefit that keeps paying off. The doctors at K2 Vision have performed more than 150,000 lens procedures, and they know when reflective lens exchange is the right choice. If readers are becoming a permanent accessory in your life, maybe it's time to see what's possible. Schedule your free Zoom consultation at K2VisionRLE.com. That's K2VisionRLE.com. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts.
A toddler has died after being struck by a car. Phoenix police say officers responded to the area near 31st Avenue and Buckeye Road last night, where they found the boy in critical condition. He later died at the hospital. The driver of the car, Carlos Rojas Mora, stopped but then got into another vehicle and left. Mora was located and booked into jail on felony charges. A 17-year-old from Arizona has drowned while paddleboarding in Utah. Utah law enforcement says the teen fell off of his paddleboard at Bear Lake on Saturday and became separated from his board. First responders tried to resuscitate him, but they were unsuccessful. NBC's Meet the Press moderator Kristen Welker says President Trump has agreed to another interview. This comes after the president abruptly walked out on her during an interview taped last week after being challenged on his claims of election fraud and his controversial weaponization fund. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass and Democrat Nithya Raman are on track to compete in a November runoff. Bass moved on to the runoff hours after polls closed June 2nd. Now, Councilmember Raman has climbed into second place, appearing to have knocked Republican reality TV star Spencer Pratt out of the running. And now, here's a check of your traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Watch for some crash activity in Tempe, the intersection of Broadway and 52nd Street. Also dealing with a wreck on Gilbert Road in Guadalupe. You're going to expect delays in that area. Then police directing traffic, the intersection of Pecos and Ellsworth. Try and avoid that area if you can. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Hastings & Hastings.
I'm David Hastings for Hastings & Hastings. I'll never understand why attorneys charge 1/3 or more to handle your accident case. Our discount fee is only 29%. That's Hastings & Hastings.
Call Hastings & Hastings. Keep listening for the next chance to win your way to our iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
This September, coming back to Las Vegas, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific through AXS.com.
But starting Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Capital One cardholders get first access to tickets and other exclusive offers for 48 hours only or while pre-sale tickets last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
When the news overwhelms, clarity matters. NBC News looks deeper and listens wider. Clear reporting, free from opinion. NBC News, reporting for America.
Walk out in our garage and I'm going, I love this floor. I just love it.
That's your neighbor Kay, and she's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation.
Our neighbors in our former home had heard of Galaxy and had their garage floor done. We went over and absolutely fell in love with it and said, that's what we want to do.
And Galaxy Concrete Coatings is not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
The crew, well, the guys were polite. They were so efficient. They would explain what they were doing
doing and why they were doing it. It was really a very easy process.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, and driveways in as little as 1 day. And it comes with a lifetime warranty.
My personal recommendation is they'll never regret it if they go with Galaxy, and their product is beyond belief, in my opinion.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
We'll never have another house that doesn't have a Galaxy garage floor.
We're out of this world.
There's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Listen to Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Introducing healthcare coverage with Care Built In. AZ Blue does more than pay for care. We help deliver it. Prosano Health Plans by AZ Blue give you exclusive access to Prosano Healthcare Centers. With 10 convenient locations and $0 healthcare at Prosano Healthcare Centers included in the premium, you'll get more care from your health plan. Prosano Health Plans by AZ Blue. Learn more at azblue.com/Prosano Plans. That's azblue.com/Prosano Plans.
In Arizona, we take pride in protecting what we built. At Bill's Pest and Termite, we're family-owned and locally operated for over 3 generations. We understand the pests that come from life in the Sonoran Desert. Termites, scorpions, rodents, pigeons, and more. With over 8,000 5-star reviews, Arizona families trust Bill's Pest Control to keep their homes and businesses protected. Honest service, Arizona values, real results. BillsTermiteCO.com.
James T. here, and if you're looking for the perfect Father's Day weekend plan, Tombstone Tactical has you covered. Saturday the 20th, Tombstone Tactical is hosting a Father's Day event packed with food, bourbon giveaways, and serious deals. Granite Mountain Distillery will be on site during the tastings. Licking Fingers Barbecue will be serving up the food, and Tombstone Tactical will be giving away some great prizes, including a $100 Tombstone Tactical gift card, a bottle of Granite Mountain Bourbon, a Lickin' Fingers barbecue sauce and rub bundle, and a free class from Inner Circle Protection. And the sales, well, they're big ones. Daniel Defense Rifles and all shotguns in-store will be on sale, plus special man-can mystery boxes packed with ammunition and gear. Now, you can also beat the heat with indoor CCW and beginner classes. Handle all your NFA paperwork in-house with no extra fees, and shop one of Arizona's best selections for AR builds and upgrades. Buy, sell, trade, my friends. Get down to Tombstone Tactical, and you be sure to tell them James T. sent you.
550 KFYI. Stay informed. Stay ahead. Guaranteed human.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. Last week, Arizona voters had an opportunity to hear directly from congressional candidate Daniel Keenan during a one-on-one forum hosted by the Arizona Clean Elections Commission. Keenan was the only Republican candidate to participate after former Pinal County Sheriff Mark Lamb declined to appear amid continuing controversy surrounding allegations that have become a major topic in this race. For 30 minutes, Keenan answered questions about border security and the economy. He is now in the center ring. And Daniel, many of our listeners are hearing your name for the first time. Tell us about your background, what you do professionally, and what experiences have prepared you to serve in Congress.
Well, thanks for having me, James. I appreciate it. So I was born and raised in the 5th District. It's where I've married my high school sweetheart, where we've raised our family together, and it's where I founded my home building business, where I've created many opportunities for my fellow Arizonans. And simply put, I'm not going to Washington to make any friends. I'm going to Washington to fight for our families and the values that we all share here in the 5th District. And James, some of those are defending our Constitution like Andy Biggs has, defending our Second Amendment rights, protecting our children and our schools from woke indoctrination, fighting for low taxes and a small government so we can be free and prosperous. And I'm going to help President Trump with many things, but some of the top key issues are helping lower prescription drug costs for our seniors, pass an election integrity bill on day one, because without fair and free elections, we don't have a country at all. I'm going to help bring down the cost of living, and make home affordability a reality again for working class families. I've been building homes my entire life. Nobody in Congress will be as ready as me on day one to take on that fight. You know, simply put, I'm a builder, I'm a businessman, I'm a father, and I'm a fighter, and I will bring that same work ethic to Washington.
Now, Daniel, let's address the elephant in the room. We had Sheriff Mark Lamb on the program, and he made it clear he believes the allegations surrounding him are politically motivated and part of a coordinated effort to damage his campaign. And some of his supporters have pointed fingers at you and your campaign. I wanted to give you an opportunity to respond to that.
Well, I mean, what we've heard from his response is just to say they're lies. He hasn't addressed any of the allegations, as you say, the elephant in the room. You can say what you want about Daisy Central, and that's another conversation, but they have pictures of his cell phone sending out, pictures of his private parts, asking if he can measure it from his campaign accounts. And what we saw that was most shocking was that he was abusing his power as sheriff. So if he's going to abuse his power as sheriff, imagine how corrupt he would be in Washington. And on a moral level, what's most shocking, as someone who goes around and says God, family, freedom, what they also uncovered is that on Christmas, the day we as Christians gather around as family to celebrate our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, he's sending nude pictures of his wife to his friends on Christmas. So he goes around saying God, family, freedom. That's a slap in the face to anyone who truly lives by that. To say there's a coordinated effort, I mean, that's garbage. Whatever they report is whatever they report. I have nothing to do with that. All my FEC reporting is public for everyone to look at. I'm mostly self-funding my campaign. I've worked for everything I have in my life. But again, he didn't address any of the allegations. He just said they're lies. So
we're talking with Daniel Keenan, who is running for the GOP nomination for the AZ-05. That is the current congressional seat held by Representative Andy Biggs. Mr. Keenan, you mentioned when we asked that you were going to work with President Trump to bring down the cost of homes because of your experience as a home builder. What specifically are you going to do? What legislation or what policies are you going to promote that will bring some relief to Arizona homeowners?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say there's three key issues, right? We have a home shortage, we have home affordability, and we have regulations. Now, on the home shortage, depending on the study you read, there's anywhere a shortage of 5 to 10 million homes in America, including our district. Now, I would question that. Do we really have a shortage of homes in America, or do we have millions and millions of people living in this country that should not be here? Whether that's through the H-1B visa program that's stealing jobs and undercutting the wages from Americans, or whether that's illegal aliens that are living in our country illegally. Because let's face it, whether they're foreigners on a migrant visa or they're here illegally, they have to live somewhere. Okay, and so we're going to push to end the H-1B visa program, and we're going to continue to deport illegals in our country that are not here legally. And so just, in L.A. and in Phoenix, they did studies where mass deportations hit, rent prices are dropping. A study was done by the L.A. Times, and there was one here in Phoenix. Now, on home affordability.
We've got about 60 seconds left, so just give us what you can for the rest of your points here.
Yeah, home affordability. The big, beautiful bill strikes directly at that. President Trump's bill, it gives incentives to builders like me for immediate expensing on the machinery that we build, the machinery we use to build homes, the machinery we use to transport. And they just released a few weeks ago that building permits are at an all-time high since 2024, okay? And regulations, I posted a video about this. We're going to continue to get rid of regulations. I did a flashback, year 2000. Our building permits in my district were $500 to $1,000. This year, the same permit was $46,000. So it's regulations that are bleeding Americans dry. So we're going to continue to get those out of our country that are here illegally, squeezing the housing supply. We're going to drive President Trump's pro-growth big, beautiful bill, and we're going to continue to slash regulations. All of that will have an impact on home affordability.
Daniel Kenyon, thank you for joining us for our Meet the Candidates series. He, again, is running for AZ05, the seat currently held by Andy Biggs, and he is challenging Sheriff Mark Lamb for that seat. We appreciate you coming on the show and giving the opportunity for listeners and voters to hear what you have to say.
And we will give you some commentary on that and what is happening. The latest in California, something he said was very, very interesting about housing. That's coming up next.
We should also mention that tomorrow we will be talking with Rodney Glassman at 8:30, our next installment of Meet the Candidates.
Arizona families, this is your warning. EPS and SRP have already told us what's coming. More rate hikes year after year. And if you thought last summer's electric bills were painful, just wait until this summer hits. But folks, this is no longer just about higher costs. Arizona's grid is under pressure. Power demand is exploding, and energy officials are openly discussing brownouts, outages, and serious strain on the system during extreme heat. That means protecting your home's power is becoming just as important as lowering the bill. That's why families across Arizona are turning to Solar Sandy. For over a decade, she's helped homeowners drive their power bills to zero or close to zero, while designing systems that can keep homes powered when the grid struggles. Already have solar? Well, she can add batteries. Solar company disappear? Well, her second time around solar program can help there too. Don't wait until your neighborhood is sitting in the dark. Go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com, and you be sure to tell her James T. sent you.
Garrett Lewis.
Democrats hate Trump so much.
Twice impeached.
Trump and his Republican cult.
Convicted felon president.
It's become an obsession.
It's an effing disgrace.
It really is derangement syndrome.
Today at 4, 550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
Why isn't everyone doing this? That's the number one question we get at Life Changer Loan. You see, if you have great credit and are good with your money, there is zero reason to be in a traditional mortgage. I don't care what the rate is. Our clients pay off in just a few short years because they do their banking inside their mortgage. Skeptics welcome, because it's not magic. It's just math. So check us out at lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775, Life Changer Loan Corp. is an equal housing lender.
For 45 years, Dish has been connecting America with the best in family TV entertainment and advanced technology at an unbeatable value. And that commitment continues with our new 45th anniversary special offer. Get the lowest price in satellite TV starting as low as $89.99 a month. In a world of rising costs and hidden fees, Dish stays transparent, reliable, and honest, just like our founders intended. Learn more by calling 888-ADD-DISH or visit dish.com. Terms and conditions apply.
We watch these lawyers get on TV and say they're going to treat their clients like family, when we know they put secret mandatory quotas on their lawyers. That means your own lawyer pressures you into a premature, terrible result. Hi, I'm Mark Breyer.
And I'm Alexis Breyer. We're the husband and wife law team. We don't set settlement quotas. We measure success by achieving each client's best outcome and by each client's happiness.
Do your research after a serious injury. Call the husband and wife law team first.
For 250 years, Americans have believed in one powerful idea. We're meant to live free. We're free to work hard, free to move, free to enjoy life without being held back. But every day, I don't know about you, my body hurts, aches and pains. If they're slowing you down, it might be time to declare your independence from pain. I started taking Relief Factor years ago to get my life back, to thrive again, and I still take it every day because it works for me. Relief Factor is 100% drug-free. It's research-based formula that is designed to help your body fight inflammation, one of the root causes of pain. It's not a quick fix. It's not a temporary mask. It works from the inside out at the source. Relief Factor, created so people could get back to living life on their own terms, walking, working, exercising, enjoy the moments that matter. This year, as we celebrate 250 years of American independence, take a stand for your own freedom. To commemorate, they're offering a special patriotic price, just $17.76. Declare your independence from pain and take control. $17.76. 3-week quick start, ready for you right now. Visit relieffactor.com, 800-4RELIEF.
Babbel proudly presents the Sheep Cheese Fiasco.
Cute markets. Ooh, cheese. Let's get cheese. Cheese, cheese, cheese. Hola. Quiero una oveja. pequeñita.
¿Una oveja pequeñita?
Sí.
Bueno, pues tengo como 20.
Oh, no. Oh, but they're cute.
Don't let your Spanish fool you. Avoid bringing home the farm with Babbel, the award-winning language learning app.
Can you make us some cheese, please? Oh, cheese. You're not cheese.
Practice with Babbel's guided conversations based on real situations. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will have you speaking conversationally in as little as 3 weeks.
Yes. Oh, you're so sweet.
Get up to 50% off on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's 50% off at BABBEL.com.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
We're warming up through the week with highs today topping out near 105, then clear and breezy with a low of 77 tonight. 106 tomorrow and sunny with a high of 108 expected on Wednesday. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Day and Night Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing.
Before the heat hits, get ahead of it. Right now, schedule your AC tune-up for just $79. A quick professional check from Day and Night helps your system run stronger and keeps energy bills in check. Book now at dayandnightair.com. The difference is Day and Night. Conditions apply.
Make us your #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app.
When I get out of my car, boom, I just put on the app.
News Talk 550, KFYI.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeart Radio app. Yeah, we have Rodney Glassman in tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Our next installment of Meet the Candidates, of course, running for a GOP nomination for Attorney General.
Correct.
I had the debate the other day with, what am I forgetting his? Warren Peterson.
Warren Peterson,
mm-hmm.
Right.
Who we heard from last week. And again, all of these interviews, by the way, if you want to go back, if you miss any of them, Pablo has posted them to the iHeartRadio app on the Conservative Circus podcast, and you'll be able to find them.
Bill O'Reilly Update is sponsored by InvestYRefi.com.
Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It is Monday, June 8th, 2026. Here's what's happening today in America. Primary update, traitorous plot, D-Day anniversary, and Game 3 tonight. It's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, Los Angeles mayor's primary. The election was now 6 days ago, and it looks like Spencer Pratt will fall out of second place into third. The city still only counted less than 80% of the votes. His lead over the third-place challenger dwindling from 9% to 1% on Sunday. On Sunday, Spencer was ahead by only 7,000 votes with another 150,000 more to count. And the third-place candidate is getting more votes than the leaders Karen Bass was getting in these latest dumps. In the governor's race, the Republican has officially dropped to second place, and Tom Steyer, who was in third, quickly gaining on second. Steve Hilton. The president said on Meet the Press, he was speaking about the 2020 election, he said the election was rigged. It was a dirty election, and it's happening again right now in California. He talked about how it can be that they're still counting the votes. He said, do you know why they're doing that? Because they're cheating on the election. And Kristen Welker said, officials in California recognize that they're slow. And the president said, no, they're crooked. They're crooked just like you're crooked. Your press is crooked. And Meet the Press is crooked. 3 men were arrested over an ISIS terror plot to kill U.S. Special Forces with grenades and drones. Bireen Ziazi, 25 years old, of San Diego. Elias Shamsuddin, 21, of Porterville, outside of Fresno, and California. And Bassam Ghafoor, 21-year-old from Kansas. Prosecutors allege the three paid $2,000 to someone they thought was from